and Neo are looking angrily at Joey saying, "You ruined the ship!"
And Elena's actually defending Joey for the first time in this campaign, going, "Look, he's still getting to grips with with what his powers are like and what his new role in this universe is like. Just give him a chance."
We don't have a problem with him trying to get used to his powers. The thing is, he ruined the ship!
No,
Pointing a gun and shooting is not like a superpowers type thing.
Elena points to the dead captain that she just brutally killed in the battle, going, "No, technically he didn't ruin the ship. That corpse that I made over there ruined the ship. I got your revenge." Joanne was just trying his best to help defend the ship. Sometimes things
So,
don't work out as planned.
to put things back into perspective,
You put the joke seriously. This wasn't supposed to be part of the campaign. That was supposed to be a joke.
It wasn't. I was role playing in the joke. You can't blame me for that.
Damn it! You ruined the joke.
Elena's serious. This is my serious character. I'm sorry.
you are currently inside a big transport ship that has sustained some
Let's just
not
calm things
major
down.
but heavy damage. Your own ship, the Malcontent Turtle, is
It has
let's
seen
say
better
out of
days.
commission right now.
Elena just walks into the middle of the party. Just goes, "To calm us down a little bit, why don't we play a little game that Master Voss taught me when I was a child?" In fact,
Oh,
anyone
Is this
Oh god.
anyone
is
fancy a
this
game
limp
of
to the nearest world and begin getting repairs done?
Elena just basically shuffles from cards, going, "Anyone fancy a game of Love Letter?"
Oh no.
Oh
no.
no.
I told you I was going to make
Look.
this joke.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there is a Bothan captain of the ship you're currently in.
Oh, he's part of the
That
game as well. I'm inviting him in as well.
oh my god, that he's trying to assess the situation and see what can be salvaged
Oh
and
god, he's
done
got
at
the
this point.
princess. The Boffin's got the princess.
And there is
I
also
have fixed the engine, so I will be helping him.
a Twi'lek that's out of danger of dying right now, but she's still pretty badly hurt and currently unconscious.
Elena goes.
Jawain,
Elena's gone to
Elena,
fix the.
that's on you.
Elena's gone to fetch the medical droid from the malcontent turtle to help tend to the Twi'lek.
Oh god.
So what's Joanne doing?
Want me to patch up the toilet
I've
or
gone to fetch.
just wait for the...
I went to fetch the medical droid, so you just do whatever you want, buddy.
So we have the medical droid. Does the medical droid has the macro? Okay, I
Mm,
got it. It has
No
it.
idea.
So yeah, you can click on it and then... So let me patch up the...
it does. It does have.
No ability was found. Oh yeah, it has the old...
Huh,
um,
okay.
it has the to be, not to be... Wait, something is wrong with the macro.
To be or not to be?
That is an
Let
odd
me check.
question.
To be or not to be a Jawa?
Certainly not.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of to be or not to be?
Oh no, your thing doesn't work.
It doesn't work because there's something on it, I guess. Um,
It's bugged.
1 second.
It doesn't
First,
work as intended.
Technical difficulties.
The difficulties, everyone.
I
This
mean,
is
you can
common.
always just
Get
roll
used to it.
from its sheet.
Yes.
that was helpful, I guess. Injury formula.
That's actually not working from the sheet. Why is it not work character sheet?
Wait, the
No,
character sheet is not working.
no, it doesn't work because the name it has an or on it.
Oh.
Oh,
Do you get it?
The name screwed it up.
That
That's
actually
great.
sounds plausible. So
Like,
it
I
makes
was
sense why this wouldn't work.
The
I was
droid
like,
is Palpatine. Kill it! It's crewing
I'm
the
like
universe.
99 sure why it is a name.
Oh,
That there's an issue with the name. Just
give
change
me.
the name to B
Yeah.
You
for
can change
now.
the name yourselves, I think.
Oh, really? We'll give me a second.
Yeah,
Wait,
I need it.
I will do it. Actually, no, I don't think edit. Oh, here it is. Ah, we can change the picture too. I'm amazed now.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's your droid. After
Now,
all.
it should work. Yep. 31. Nailed it.
Okay. It's a medical droid, all right.
Why do you think Elena didn't trust Joanne to patch him up and just patch the Twi'lek up and get the droid to do it instead?
Sorry, I would also trust the person with 13 on 3 injury because we don't have any other person with
Yeah.
us.
So, in the meantime, Neo's trying to patch up the
Do
Malcontent
I
Turtle.
I think
Uh,
I'm also
do I
trying to
roll
help
the
patch up the
mechanics
malcontent
to?
part.
yes, you are going to take a good time to rest. So
This might
your
be a good
force
time
point
for
goes
Elena
back.
to actually have a quick chat with Joanne.
About what? No, thank you.
About basically just passing along what her master told her about him, and to
Oh,
try
about
and
love
listen.
letter.
No, not about love letter, but about other things, just to help guide him a little bit.
You sure it is not about love letter?
It's not about love letter. She isn't. She isn't the.
Um,
No, she's not the princess. Pick up a card.
before we keep going like this, do I roll mechanics to see how much I heal of the Michael the Turtle?
You have time. You could take 10, which means that you'll have automatic success if I'm not wrong, because
Yeah,
you
that'd
Good.
have
actually be an
flash.
automatic success for me as well. So we can
You
heal
have.
2d8 HP per hour.
Hmm.
We can get this done in
Both
12
of us are
hours.
helping. The both of us are helping, so it's half.
So,
Okay.
so, so you're saying that the Mandalorian didn't fix his ship, didn't even try to fix his ship while he could do it in half a day?
What Mandal? Well, to be fair, the Jawas has actually basically scrapped his ship, and he had to run after the Jawas first. So
I was talking about second season.
the second season, his ship got obliterated. There's not exactly much he could have done.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
technically, our
I
ship
think
also
he's.
got obliterated.
I think he's
The
speaking.
difference is that here it isn't just the Mandalorian and a baby Yoda. It's two mechanics and a pilot. A mechanic and a
isn't,
pilot. Sorry.
isn't the pilot also a mechanical pilot? Okay. Because I was like, isn't it?
Exactly. This is double. It's not one people that knows one that doesn't. It is an expert and someone that knows.
So, a day passes.
Like I said, Elena probably takes
Captain
a
Nosk.
a
Hi,
bit of
Day.
time
How are you?
to
Yeah, I
Elena
agree.
basically takes a little bit of time to talk to Joanne as well.
Okay. Captain Nosk is guiding the big transport outside of the asteroid field as best as he can, so that there will be no more collateral damage. And for now, you're still drifting. A day later, you're still drifting in outer space.
Hi, outer space. How are you?
But at least for now, everything seems peaceful enough, I guess.
Hmm
Just enjoying the serenity of space.
So, as Neo is working, oh, I think he said he'll be right back.
Yeah, fridge. I can just roll the HP that we've healed over the first hour of work.
hmm
Yes.
I'm back for the lost.
Okay. So, as I
Sorry,
said, the first day
how
has.
how the healing works, I have completely forgotten.
Every hour we make a mechanics roll. Uh, the
I,
DC is 20.
I
On a
meant for
success,
people.
on for what?
I meant for people.
Oh, you heal like half your level
Yeah, I will
each.
find it.
Yeah.
Yes, and you need a med pack to actually. But you are a
Unless you
Jedi,
are a
so
medical droid.
you're a Jedi, so you can use your. Come on.
Four strands, yes.
Yes, your force strands.
Yep.
And recover double. I remember something like weird. Anyway,
So anyway, as Neo is working,
Mm.
and trying to fix the ship, um, you
Mm-hmm.
feel at your back pocket, uh, something is trembling.
I check what it is.
Uh, so you see that there is a comlink there that you maybe have forgotten about, maybe not. I don't know.
Oh right, the comlink of the guy that we killed,
The guy that you killed.
or is it of
Not this
the?
one.
The one from the
Oh,
smuggler.
the one of the guy that we told to went on the ground.
You mean you
I
mean the
don't remember the
Devaronian?
name of our
Quagmire.
underground contact. Cockmeyer. Yeah,
Quagmire.
sure. Let's go with that.
You mean Ascot? No, it's not actually Ascot.
Okay.
So, do you answer?
First, I would like to do a quick use computer or mechanics to see if I can see who it is before answering.
Okay. You
What do
want?
I roll?
Have
Use
you?
computer or mechanic? I ask you.
Uh, you can roll a mechanics check, but this will only determine from where the signal is coming,
Hmm.
not actually who it is.
Neo picks it up. Have you had an accident that wasn't your fault?
I'm going to check the coordinates to see if I can guess who it could be.
Okay.
Mhm.
The coordinates are coming from near hut space.
Oh no.
Oh god. Neo doesn't answer. He keeps the comlink away.
It was a pizza delivery. They had the wrong number.
That's
Sure,
okay.
sure, sure.
9 times out of 10, my guess would be it was the hut.
Neo will obviously tell when we get a moment to the whole crew that in a comlink that he doesn't remember where he got.
You can actually
Uh,
roll.
can I roll to see where if I remember where I
Yes.
got? What do I roll?
Either
Wisdom, say
intelligence
wisdom.
or wisdom. Yes.
Intelligence, intelligence.
That didn't help.
I have. God damn it! It's my high attribute.
There are always force points.
I'm
Actually,
using one. This is important.
wait, I
Damn
have the
it!
That's actually
question. Did the 1 day pass or no?
Yeah,
yes.
one day
I
passed.
said yes.
He said it.
Okay.
So, um,
Does Neo remember
if
where he got it?
yeah, if your memory isn't playing any games with you, this should be the comlink that the bounty hunter gave you, so that they can speak with you when you were At Gunta, if I remember correctly, yes.
Neo has an even uglier feeling. No remembering that and that he didn't answer. In both cases, in case that he can answer and not, and he tells the party. Obviously, when he gets a moment between fixing the malcontent turtle and sometimes helping the other ship.
Okay.
Hmm.
So,
So, what's the direction of the party to hearing this? In Neo's exact words, it's like I was repairing stuff. This comlink kept ringing, ringing. I didn't remember where I got it, so I didn't answer it. When I finished fixing what I was doing, I tried to remember where I got it. I didn't stop ringing. Harry stopped ringing by that time,
Better
and
to answer it now than never.
no. And he remembers that he got it from the bounty hunter that they had helped and gotten that information regarding the hats. He also tells all the other stuff regarding the Black Suns and all that came out on those hats and how he badly handled it. And he tells them that he didn't answer that. So
Elena just rubs the top of her head without saying anything.
okay.
I think we should answer it.
How do you want us to answer? It's not ringing anymore. I ignore it.
You can call back.
Elena's not
Just
getting
say,
involved.
hey,
Should
we were
I?
busy. We were busy for
Should
very, ship destroyed reasons.
should I? Should I?
Yes.
Says Neo worried. He looks at Elena after he
give me a
gets his
second. Give me a
opinion.
second because I have a phone
Mhm.
call.
Okay.
Continue on.
It's the bounty
Speaking of
hunters.
phone
They're talking in
calls,
real life. Elena just doesn't say
Anyway, he
anything.
look.
Elena just doesn't say anything. She just
Neo needs her to say anything, so he waits for. He looks at Jawan while he waits for Elena to say anything if he has anything to add at this.
anything. There, you're good.
Jawan, I put you up to date to what it was all of this.
Joanne's not paying attention. He never
Yes,
is.
I don't understand. What do you want me to say?
Regarding if we should, what gets said, if we should call them back or not.
Ah, sure.
Okay. He looks at Elena.
What do you want me to say? Like literally.
I don't know. Remember, the Black Suns are a criminal group and all that.
Elena
I
just si-
mean,
This bounty hunter was involved with the huts and all that. Sorry, but I
Ele-
didn't say it.
Elena just sighs and goes, "I wasn't there for most of it, but I trust Ketch's judgment on this. We should answer
Okay.
it."
Okay. I will have you all here not to add anything, but so you know what it said. All right.
For moral support, yeah.
hello, hello,
So
hello. This is the Black Suns Alliance. Currently, we are busy, so call later. Thank you.
Well, at
Neo
least they've got good
call.
customer service.
Exactly. That is the important part.
If you want to pay your broadband bill, press 1. If you want to pay your landline, press 2. If you've screwed with us and want to apologise, press 3.
Well, now we have to wait for the GM.
If you don't know what we are talking about, just press random buttons. It will work.
Now, if you hold, we will get back to you over an advisor as soon as possible. But for now, listen to this totally anonymous hold music.
Oh God.
Do 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 do. We hear the meme song. I have the high ground. I have the high ground. And Elaine just goes, I like the sound of that. she jokingly for the first time in the entire page, she actually makes a joke by standing on. She stands up over at Ketch and Joanne a little bit and goes, "Hey, I have the high ground."
Of
Oh, you're
course.
just taller.
It still counts as the high ground.
Not really. You'll see that the area we're standing on is actually gently sloped, so we're actually standing higher than you, but due to the size differential, we're lower than you.
Okay, my phone call with the bounty hunter is over.
Mhm.
Did he have the dash mark in
So
7 systems?
against Neo's better judgment, he's going to trust Cage and Elena's opinion on this, and he's going to call back the bounty hunter.
He never trusts
Hmm.
Joanne, that's the thing.
Joanne just said sure. He didn't say anything else.
Elena didn't really have anything to add.
Like
She,
he
all
can't,
she,
like
all
he
she said,
haven't been paying attention.
all Elena said is she trusts Ketch's judgment. She didn't really add anything.
It's
So,
something. The other
I,
was just sure.
I do not know about bounty hunters. I know about the flashy things and junk.
I'm
you
not
call
flashing for you,
back.
little guy.
No, let's not.
No. Jedi, it is against the Jedi code to flash.
I mean, you
So,
have a lightsaber, so technically you have flashy things.
you're out of the campaign now.
Hasn't he been out since the very beginning?
Yeah. Joanne's never here. He's always in his cupboard.
So, you're calling back after a small period of time that no one's answering. Um,
Mhm.
someone does answer the call. You
Mhm.
see the strange alien that you have seen before with the
Yeah.
rifle that was stalking you from the roofs.
Not so,
Um,
not so much stalking, because basically Frelis knew he was there the entire time.
Mhm.
well, not the entire time, but he
When it
caught wind
counted.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Um, he's he starts speaking in some
A
unknown
second.
language.
What language is he speaking?
The
What
language
language?
of the unknowns, like the Pokemon.
Uh, I
I have
cannot
a few languages. That's why I'm asking.
I cannot actually remember how their language is called, but the
It,
language that his species speak, and this
Mhm.
is blood carvers. So
a language that
don't
none of us have.
Okay. No, I don't have it. Mhm.
um
And he reads and it reads basic. Uh-huh.
mm,
That would be funny.
yes. So
Okay.
he spews a few words in his unknown language, and then you can see the Keldor bounty hunter coming into frame and speaking to basic this time.
Immediately I say sorry for not answering at the moment. Our ship had a small problem and I have been busy fixing it. You caught me at the wrong time.
Oh, that's no problem, he says. I have some
Mhm.
news for you that you might find interesting and potentially, um, let's say,
Profitable.
not
Profitable.
profitable,
Okay.
life saving.
Okay.
First things first, I had my suspicions, but now I've made sure. Um, you have someone with you that has a pretty big bounty on their head.
That will be. I asked Chess.
He's talking about
That would.
me.
I know, but I'm trying to play the idiot.
I know. That was out of character.
Oh, sorry.
Look, I know
That's
my
out
rock
of
is
character
very
too.
valuable, but we're not sharing it.
Yeah.
Some Imperial channels are paying a pretty hefty price for the blonde girl that's with you.
We need to
Oh,
buy
that's
some hair dye.
I've always wanted to be a redhead.
Uh, to that, Neo looks at him and says, "Hmm, I suspected as much."
Yes, I might be a bounty hunter in my crew, but we take only jobs that we actually like.
Mhm.
And since you helped us with our little job back on Bunta, I'm not very inclined in doing anything about this particular bounty.
Thank you
Anyway,
for that. I say.
you had a few questions about this mysterious mercenary of yours. And since I've heard that the Mandalorians themselves are involved in all this situation, this has piqued my interest a little more. So, I had a talk with Her Excellency Galbuk the Hat.
Mhm.
I provided her a few information that we actually had about Black Sun's movements, and I've uncovered, let's say, what exactly the extra payment that she gave him was. He wanted to find information about some, let's say, I'm not actually sure. She didn't say exactly what's all about, you understand? She just,
Of course,
said a
I
few things on
imagine.
the matter.
Yeah, I imagine that even if she was interested, she probably kept some things for herself for business.
Of course. So it turns out that our guy, the abater, was quite interested in someone called Simonil Tridin.
Hmm.
And of course, Kalbuk tried, and she was successful in uncovering information about him, and that was his bonus payment for a job well done.
I see. That certainly is useful. Thank you for that information. Do you want something in return?
Not for now, but I like to keep in touch with interesting people like you. You never know what might happen.
Agree, I say to that, and I said,
Also, just to be
then
sure that we understand each other, don't expect us to come saving you if you have any troubles with ex-Imperials or whoever else.
no, no. I honestly I wasn't expecting that. At best, I'm expecting now that I owe you a favor. At the point where it's beneficial to you, that you will come to pay it, to cash it.
That's good to hear. I believe that we'll keep in touch.
Agree, I said to that.
And
Go,
he
go on.
turns off the
Okay,
transmission.
before he turns off the transmission, I said, "Hope you have good business."
Uh, he says, he said, what did he say?
It's just out of character. This is Neo just trying to in a way that's trying to be friendly for a bounty hunter, wishing him good luck and cutting out.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that was the phone
Mhm.
call.
He Neo immediately jumps at the computer trying to see if he can find anything in the not internet of Star Wars, about this character. God damn it, Neo has what luck.
Okay.
I would like to take a 10 to that roll
Okay, you have time.
to search. Hmm.
Uh, uh, let me point out that the Captain Nosk might be helpful on this as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for the computer, so if someone, aka some of the people we have here, want to talk to him, that would be nice.
No, we are busy talking about Santans.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm saying.
Also, you're the face.
Yeah.
You're the person with charisma. None of us have that.
Actually,
This
Cord has
you don't
higher.
need
I do have.
charisma
I
for
have
being.
my charisma is geared towards making people do what we want, not negotiating.
Sorry, right now I'm busy trying to find information in the internet. Unless Sketch has
Do you want me to be the
sure,
person
or
go?
use a computer. Oh, give me a give
Are
me a
you
second.
saying you want
let
Ketch
me
to be the
let me
person negotiating
It's
with
all,
the
let me
it's
stranger?
all right. It's all right. Neo's
let
just having
me
another panic attack.
finish.
Neo's just having
Let
another panic
me
attack.
finish. Let me finish because you're cutting me out before I finish. Unless Sketch has a 10 on use computer, someone else of the party should take care of talking with the captain.
Yeah, I've only got a 6 for use computer.
Exactly. I roll a 13 and I have an 11, so I can take a 10. So it's up to you guys if you want to accelerate the process to go and talk to him.
Elena, this sounds like a you job. Just leave the figuring out suntans and dye colors to me. I'm sure you'll love the results.
No, no. Immediately when he hears that they are complaining about who that has to go, who says, "Catch is repairing the ship while I'm busy trying to track
Oh,
this
yeah, I
information on the
know.
computer."
I know.
So
But I can think about what
it's up
colors
to
we
you,
need
Elena.
while the.
Not Jawen. Jawen we don't trust. It's you, Elena, because we are busy.
Yeah.
There
I
are
will,
two capable people.
one day I will cut the ship in two, and that will fix all
Kill
the
us all. What a shock.
One
No,
day I
wait.
will be
No,
successful
no,
in killing
no,
everyone.
at
no.
the
Wait.
same
Everyone
time.
put Kitch. Remember, Kitch has the rock.
Yes.
Ketch has the rock. Yes.
He
The
can
rock
survive in space.
Yes.
so
He just
powerful.
needs to master it.
The rock is so powerful that it can destroy a ship in half. If
The
we
Ketch is so
actually
powerful. The rock is so powerful that when Jermaine just tries to destroy the ship, Ketch is able to protect Neo and Elena in the bubble of the rock as well.
The rock
He's
is
mastered
so
it so much.
powerful. The rock is so powerful that decides that it will be it that speaks to the captain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah. I've just got this image of Ketch just realizes, wait, the bounty's not specifically on Elena herself, more or less. It's on all Jedi. So we can get away from this if we hand over Joanne because Elena's more useful to us at this point.
I say we just handle a random blonde and we are fine.
Here, this is Elena, even though she doesn't look anything like Elena. She's blonde though.
Let's put a wig on the medical droid and present it.
Yes.
Perfect.
So anyway, I
Oh,
take it.
I got it. The rock is so powerful that uh, it could help us conjure up stolen data tapes, or help us find a rebel's hidden fortress.
No, wait. The rock is
Oh,
so
God.
powerful that Ketch allows Elena to borrow the rock for a day to meditate the entire day. And then the next day, she sends Neo to hand over the rock, which looks like Elena. The rock has mastered self-disguise.
No, but wait, if we give the Imperials the rock, the Imperials will be more powerful than we ever imagined. More powerful than when Palpatine
But
was
the
in
rock's
charge.
only powerful when it's near Ketch. When it's in the Imperial's hands, it's just a random rock. It has no
Don't
power
underestimate.
whatsoever.
Don't underestimate the power of the rock.
The rock can hide its power, unless it's with its true master.
So, anyway, is anyone going to inform the captain or not?
I guess Elena will.
Or
I guess Elena will step forward because Neo's busy fixing the ship and having a panic attack.
no, I'm looking for information on these, the information of this person that I don't remember the name right now of the one that's dealing with the Mandalorians wanted to. So that's the information that we would like you to gather from if the captain has knows anything.
Okay, so
Mhm.
Elena goes and talks to him. He finds Neo trying to find the information, and he says, "Okay, let me make a few adjustments. It will make your search a bit easier, I think." There are a few encrypted channels
Mhm.
throughout the New Republic and other channels, let's say, um, that might have the information you need.
Thank you, he says to the captain, and he
Uh,
makes a space so he can help him a bit.
Okay, yes. After a little bit fiddling, he steps back and he just gestures with his hand. That
Neo
proceed.
resumes. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Neo resumes.
make another roll.
Mechanics of or computer.
Computer.
Nice, finally, good one.
Okay.
The other one was a two, by the way.
Okay, so, Simonil Tridin. Simonil Tridin. A human hailing from a small planetoid, a moon to be more specific, in a gas giant. I can't actually remember in which sector it was exactly, but in the inner, in the outer core.
Mm, yeah.
Um, so this guy was a head scientist in the IDMR, which stood rather for Imperial Department of Military Research.
Hmm.
He was hailed to be a very smart scientist, and
Mm-hmm.
he was considered to be one of his, experts on his field.
Uh-huh.
And his field seems to be advanced robotics.
Huh.
Other than that, uh, as you can see, he has made the major breakthroughs and helped a lot in making upgrades to various droid models and stuff like that, to computers that are, let's say, droid brains that are controlling weapon systems and
Uh-huh.
things like that. He wasn't involved with the Death Star project.
Okay.
At least there are no connections with it.
Mm-hmm.
But he left the Empire 6 years before its collapse.
Hmm.
Actually, 6 years before its collapse? No, 6 years before the Battle of Yavin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he went to the Outer Rim and made his own business there, uh,
Mm-hmm.
manufacturing droids and various technological
Pieces.
gadgets
Mm-hmm.
and pieces. But this venture was short-lived because after a year after he left, he was found dead.
Huh.
The Rebel Alliance tried at some point to have some kind of deal with him, to relay information about what he knew for the IDMR and the Empire in general. And he was rather interested, and he said yes about that. Uh, but unfortunately, it never led to anything because, as I said, he was
You
found
found it.
dead a year later.
Anything else?
Anything else?
No, no. I
Anything
mean,
else?
you have something to add, or
Anything else? Not really, unless you want to spend your last uh, first point of the day. No spoilers.
Mhm. You know what? This information could be vital for our mission, and I'm willing to fight without force points. So yeah, I'm using it.
Okay. So it seems that his final job involved the final thing that he done while he was working for the Empire was some big project that was kept in secrecy.
Hmm.
And apparently, because things like that draw the attention uh, of the New Republic, now that they have access to all this information and they are searching, to find any and all information about the Imperials and what exactly they
Yeah.
were doing. Apparently, this project was discarded by the Empire, but it was funded by someone else, someone that
Huh.
they never found who it was. But this benefactor paid a royal amount for the job he did,
Uh-huh.
which means almost 10 million credits. What this
Okay.
means is you can buy a Star Destroyer, almost a Star Destroyer with that amount
Yeah.
of money.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine that. Nothing else to add?
Um, Let me see.
Yeah.
Yes, there is one more thing. It seems that this project, Trading wasn't working alone in this project. He has a co-worker called Thramble.
Huh. Okay. The first thing that Neo does is copy this information. Has Felix sent him any kind of location or something to send information or anything?
I assume.
Frelick, you can send
Mm.
information directly to him.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
you can send it directly to Fred. You can pass it on to Bo-Katan.
yes.
Okay. Neo will do that and send it with a lot of with a low headed and make a quick call to him, telling him to read all to send that information quickly to whoever is in charge of the Mandalorians. That this is information regarding something that the guy they are making deals with has looked for.
Thanks a lot, kid. I'll pass it on to Bo immediately. Good work.
No problem. Good luck, I say. And immediately the next thing he does, well, still having this information open, it's call Lena and have her opinion on all of this. Seeing as it's Empire and it could be also linked to what we are
If I'm not
to what
mistaken,
we have in.
Cord was absent when.
I was, yeah. I've only just got back about
Okay,
2 minutes
so
ago.
Okay.
to sum it
Uh,
up,
yeah.
it seems that the mercenary that you're trying to get his help was interested in this Simon Iltridin guy, who was a lead scientist in the IDMR,
Mhm.
which is come on,
The
um, the
Empire.
Imperial Department of Military
Sí.
Research.
Mhm.
And he did a big project with another lead scientist, it seems.
When he
That it
retired
was
from the
that it was that it was discarded by the empire itself a few years back, but it was funded by someone else outside of the empire.
because he left the Empire. I think you said 6 years before the Battle of.
Yes, and
Mm,
after the job was finished, he left. Simon Eltradin left the empire and went to the Outer Rim. Um, actually, where
mm.
exactly did he went? To the
You
Minos
had said the
cluster.
location. Yeah.
He went to the Minos cluster and made his own corporation with the amount of money that he got paid for his job.
Okay.
But he was found dead almost a year afterwards.
Hmm. Elena looks this
He,
over and she goes, "Troubling. Seems like the Empire's still interested in this guy and whoever worked with him. Uh,
do you think this
or
could be?
someone is. Go on."
Do you think this could be related to your master and whatever it is that you saw in the holocron? You mentioned something about those corpses and all that, and the other information that Joanne told me that he and the witch. So it could be. It says here he has worked with robots, so maybe with androids. So droids, so could be
It might be.
related.
It might be related. I assume he sent it off to the Mandalorians, so my master will be looking over it with them. But
I did it. It's the first thing I did, but still, I wanted your opinion since you are the one that saw the vision.
it is important to keep this information on hand. Also, we're not going to be able to handle this alone, even with the Mandalorians' help. She looks at
Uh,
Agree.
she looks
Ro-
at the she looks at the Boffin captain and then looks back to Neo.
Mm.
Do you reckon our friend? She look and she speaks just to Neo at this point. Do you reckon our friend here could pass this information along to the New Republic?
What I'm sure it's regarding if we should pass something regarding what we know that was on the holocron, even if the New Republic could be better than the Empire, it doesn't mean that they couldn't be interested in these plans.
I'm sure the New Republic could be interested in anything interested in anything in what the Empire might be doing in the new systems. We don't need to tell them about the holocron and what we're particularly looking for, but anything the
Yeah,
Empire
sure.
might be doing
Just share this
could be a threat.
information.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If we have the New
Okay.
Republic on side, we might having a New Republic on side might give us the backup we sorely need.
Neonautes and tells the captain if he can share the information about this guy that we have found here and mentioned that someone that is right now making deals with the Mandalorians, it's asking for certain weird and very particular stuff. Has been looking for information regarding this guy.
okay.
Hmm.
He seems troubled as well, and what he says is, that seems strange. It makes sense
Why?
that it makes sense that the Empire would want him dead because he left, but at the same time, I'm not so sure about that. I mean,
Even if the Empire doesn't want him dead, someone clearly does, and have if the New Republic was able to get to his assistant before anything bad happened to him, he could be a good well of knowledge on what the Empire's planning.
hmm. Yes, I believe you're correct. Maybe we should focus our attention on the other guy that he was working with.
Yeah,
I'll pass on the information.
very well. Neo also sends a quick message to sorry, the name is escaping right now. I just say it, Frelisk, just so he's on the know that we have warned the New Republic just in case,
Fredisk nods.
regaling this guy. Mhm.
Fredisk nods and goes, it would be useful to have some backup in this situation, knowing the power of the Empire still holds.
Same thing that I said, but I just wanted you to be unaware of how the things is going, saying that's how this mainly involves the Mandalorians.
Fredisk nods and says, I will pass this along to the boss and see what she thinks of all this.
Mhm.
But from my end,
Mhm.
I agree with your plan.
Okay. Well, after this whole search of information and all that, Neo goes back to fixing the ship. You'll sketching this time. He has been dealing with all of this. Has managed to finish what was left.
So,
Elena goes
another
back
day.
to worrying about the bounty on her head and trying to get a moment with Joanne to talk about his powers and
Mhm.
stuff.
So another day passes.
You are not going giving Court that moment with Jawain.
Oh, uh, if you
If
want,
Cloud
go
wants to,
ahead.
if Cloud wants to, I'll do it. But I'm not going to if Cloud doesn't particularly want to.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to initiate something, I have no reason to say no, I guess.
It's more of
Uh,
a case of Elena just trying to keep Joanne up to speed about what's happening with it, with his lessons from her master and everything.
I mean, sure, does we need to?
No,
Um,
no, not really. It's more of a
Okay.
case of Elena's just Elena just talking to him a little bit about about her role and everything, and why her
Okay.
master sent him off as soon as he did.
Hmm.
I mean, like if we like if you mention it, we should probably actually talk it, but otherwise,
Yeah, Elena will go to one side and summon Joanne to sit with her.
okay.
A lot of responsibility is landing on you, little guy. You sure you're gonna be up for it?
I'm confused.
This mission that we're on is gonna be something extremely tough and something we both need. It seems that my master thinks that you do not need teachings or lessons from a master. You must seek your own path. How you do that, well, that's up to you, but the only thing he mentioned to me before he left was all you need is some peerage and some guidance to help keep you on your path. So
Mm,
that's where if you need anything during your journey, just know that you can come to me if you need help.
okay, I will let you know. He bows and leaves. I assume we are done also.
Oh, as he leaves, she calls to him with a smile. Hey, if when we get through this and our job is done, what do you say about paying our old friend Ilver a visit?
Who it is?
The witch. She's asking if Joanne wants to visit the witch
Really?
when we're all done with this mission.
Uh, I I never remember her name. Um,
Me
uh,
either.
it's the witch for us all.
Well,
Do we like
Elena remembers her name because she's good with names.
do we have any other choice?
Well, depends on
Basically,
the story, but Elena's just in character saying, "Hey, if we get
actually, no. Wait, we actually have a Frelisk. We may need to do some Frelisk stuff. So basically, he says the moment we have time, we should go there. And I guess I leave it because we don't really have something to add.
She smiles and says to him, "Hopefully, we should get that chance soon."
Uh, uh, Hopefully, and he leaves. I mean, yeah, okay. If you have something to add, say, but like, I don't
No,
think.
she was just basically passing that along and trying to help him understand what's going on as best she can. That's all I wanted to say. So back to the
Yeah,
DM.
yeah. Don't worry.
So, next day comes.
Question:
Yeah.
If next day I get back my 2 force points or not?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
How many of
And
hours do I get in repairing the ship? Since we've now done
Mhm.
2 days.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
How far
it's
is the ship?
the 8 hours minus 10, I guess. Are you going to take full rest both days or not?
Yeah, I'll be taking a full
Ne-
rest
N-
both days.
Neon will be taking half a rest because he wants to fix the ship back to good shape as
I
quick
assume
as possible.
both Elena and Joanne will just be going into
I,
giant
I, I,
trances.
Actually, I just read that we can force other people to get a force trance. So you guys,
What?
You
yes.
What?
must do this. Do it now.
So you guys are taking half a rest.
Go to sleep.
Hey,
Bleh.
I'm doing this for will. You don't have to use force trans on me. I'm doing this at will.
Go to sleep.
You cannot force trance at will because you need to be trained in the force. But I was just going I was checking the use the force. So on the Clone Wars campaign guide, it says
Yeah.
place other in force trance. As a full run action can place another person in a force trance. Um, he cannot wake up except when it is done, and basically he only needs half a sleep.
You can do it to unwilling subjects as well if you have the corresponding force power, which I don't actually remember its name.
Let's just say Neo can just go
In
to
any
Elena if
case,
he wants to do that.
the point is, Neo doesn't need to be force trans into having
No, you
to
actually don't.
doing half a sleep. He's already doing it at will.
Yeah.
Dialects can do it half sleep.
No, he's not doing it because he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So,
So,
Joanne's just trying
so
to
Neo,
force him to do it, and like, this is not the job.
so,
And then he's going, this is bad. This is not. And he's trying to remind him, don't force people.
so
That is a
Neo is
bad.
taking full rest. Cat, are you taking the actual forest to work for extra on fixing the ship, or no? I'm
Uh,
watching our work schedule here.
I mean, I think we only get to leave when the DM says we can leave, so
Yeah, my Elena's schedule is basically half the time meditating, half the time helping Neo talk to the captain, and half the time help training with Joanne. So she's not really doing much.
Neo is just
oh,
fixing the ship. If the captain needs something, he goes to help him. If not, he's fixing sleep. He have sleep unless he feels he's going to fall. He's not going to be good use working. Back to the same routine. So it's that what
Yes,
he's doing.
I will be assisting either Neo or Cat with the
Mhm,
fixing. That's all.
You could do
so
that,
the
yeah.
second day, the second
mhm.
day, the medical droid comes out of
Mhm.
the medical room, I guess.
Yeah.
I
The
think there
bathroom.
The
is
bathroom.
one.
The bathroom.
Yeah,
Elena just
comes
takes
out
him
of
back
the
to the bathroom
bathroom.
after every day.
Yeah, and finds s-
Yeah.
one of you and says,
Probably me at this point.
Yeah.
"Yeah,
Elena will
He
be the one that's more
fights
yellow.
Wayne and nothing is happening.
yes."
Probably me because I'm not really helping fixing stuff. The only thing I'm doing with another member of the crew is either helping Neo talk to the captain or training with Joanne. Most of the time, I'm probably on my own.
Yeah.
Okay, so Yeah, the medical droid finds you and says her condition is pretty stable right now, and she should be awakening um, in the next 1 to 2 hours.
Thank you. I will pass it along to her captain.
It was if you see the droid and says it was um in critical condition for a few times, but she has a strong come on, how's the word?
Constitution.
Not constitution. Let's say constitution because okay.
Yeah, just
Uh,
say constitution.
Any out of character. Is Elena going to tell him anything regarding leaving her in the bathroom or not?
No, I don't think she's gonna. I don't think she's gonna say, "Hey, come, your friend's gonna wake up." She's gonna have her head down the toilet, but she's gonna be fine.
So you're moving her out of the bathroom?
She's probably already given. She's. I don't think Elena's got the patient in the bathroom. She's probably got the patient on one of the bunks or something.
Okay. Okay.
on the back.
the
Well,
the,
In the
the
bathroom,
you
it
toilet
know
could
what?
be a
bunk.
little
It's
bit
the toilet
strange. Yes.
You
bunk.
well, you said that the patient moving with the medical drawer, and the medical drawer is on the bathroom. It's where we put
The,
it.
ba- the
So
the medical droid's in the bathroom when he's not working.
okay.
Unless we actually have a baby changer for Joanne in the bathroom somewhere.
No, no.
I must change his for Snappy again. Droid, you do it.
So you go to
Anyway,
inform
after
Nosk then?
yeah, after I'll tell the droid to go back to the patient and keep me informed, and I go to tell the captain the good news. Your captain, I've just got a mess. I've got some news from our medical droid. Your friend's stable and should be awakened in the next couple of hours, hopefully.
No, that's good news. Very well. Um, yeah, when she does, make sure that you know. Actually, inform me.
Don't worry, the droid will come to me as soon as she wakes up. We should know within minutes.
So, long story short, after an hour and a half, uh, the droid comes out and says she's getting her conscious back.
Elena passes that on to the captain.
Okay, and you can see the captain entering the room.
Elena goes in with him.
Okay.
I was going to say that Elena should go with him, but yeah, good.
She's that sort of girl. She's a caring girl.
No, not for that kind of thing.
No, that's not what I meant.
Well, it sounded like that.
It sounds better than Neo being suspicious about what is this girl. I must tear off her clothes to know.
Hey, he didn't do that. He looked at her face and the kind of clothes
It's
he
a
was
Sith
wearing to see
Lord.
if
We
he
must
can think so.
remove her clothes to make sure she's not a Sith Lord.
He didn't thought of that. He was just looking at the kind of clothes he was wearing to give herself an idea. God damn it!
I know. I'm just making a joke.
You're in Lena. It doesn't sound a lot of times like a joke.
Elena's not serious all the time.
The patient wakes up.
Yeah.
She's being very patient about it.
Yes. So she wakes up. She starts looking around. She sees Nosk. Then sees Elena next to him, and she goes, "I feel awful. What happened?" Uh, Nosk approaches her and says, "No, no, don't do any sudden moves. Just rest. You were pretty badly hurt. If you remember correctly, a pirate was about to, well, shoot you on the head. Oh, right. Yes, of course. But he didn't. No, he didn't because, well, as it turns out, you were lucky and this guy showed up and it seems that you're fine now. Seems that I'm fine. I'm barely feeling my legs and arms right now, she says.
Oh God.
Your strength will return to you in time.
Don't worry, you will also be Darth Vaderized.
Oh God, damn it.
Maybe if you do
med-
some death sticks, you'll feel better faster.
You don't want to sell me death
Maybe,
sticks.
the medical
maybe you
droid
need to
chimes in.
play. Maybe you need to play Love Letter to Darth Plagueis.
No, no.
Yes.
We've already got the meme Sith Lord in this. We need to play Love Letters to Darth Talent.
Yes.
Oh God.
The medical droid chimes in and says, "It's completely natural. Your senses will be back in full functionality in a few hours." Good to know, he says, and then looks back at Ellen and says, "So you're the one that saved us, I guess."
I nod and go. My crew and I came in just in time, it seems. I just wish we'd be able to save the rest of your crew.
She looks back at Nosk and he just waves yes with his head.
Nods.
Ah, damn it, she says. Anyway, thank you very much for this.
As a Jedi Padawan, it's my duty to serve those in need.
At that, she looks back at Nosk with wide eyes and says, "A Jedi, you said?
I nod.
Pull out your weapon!" No.
It's time to drill.
Yes.
If Neo was there, he would be slamming, face palming himself. Seeing as you know, we don't know exactly who she is more than she had a difficult past, and Elena has a bounty on her head.
Well, the captain clearly knows what Elena is, and the New Republic are kind of tolerant of Jedi, so she feels safe at this environment. Otherwise, she wouldn't be saying anything, would she?
Still,
So, you can use magic?
Elena just sighs. To a degree, the Force is in all things.
Yes, but can you do it?
Elena just casually lifts the droid with the Force and puts him back down carefully.
You can see the droid. Uh, what's happening?
I'm doing the 3PO gaff in Clone Wars.
No, the
Remember
droid.
when Anakin Force lifts to 3PO, he just starts panicking.
Yes, exactly. The medical droid goes, "Can't compute, can't compute." Um, you can see her eyes widening even more and says, "So it is true then. I mean, I knew it was, but until you actually see it."
Unfortunately, there are few of us left now, thanks to the Empire.
Well, many things are broken thanks to the Empire, she says. But to be completely honest, Ryloth was broken far before the Empire got its way with it as well.
My master told me stories about what happened on Ryloth. It must have been difficult.
You don't know even the half of it, he says. Anyway, I think I need some rest for now because I'm extremely dizzy.
Take your time.
Nosk says, okay, Dyson, take your time. No, at least for now we're safe. Where are we again? Uh, do you remember the asteroid field that we were chased to? She nods. Um, we're still there, but not inside the asteroid field, so that's good, huh?
I gave her a calming smile, going, I've got my engineer working on your ship now. We should be fully functional again soon.
Yeah, all of it.
He's working two shifts. He's being dragged down to the rocks. He's asking for help. No one gives it to him.
So,
Uh,
a few hours pass by. The malcontent turtle is s- slowly but surely start to look like a functional ship again, but it still has
Mhm.
a few
Of course,
a
Pika.
few days of work for everything to be.
um, does Selena tell the crew that she woke up?
uh, I do, yeah.
At one
Oh, does she
point,
want her hair
Neo.
dyed in a fake suntan too?
At one point, if either when he has a bit of was going to take a rest to eat something, Neo will go to see this Rallo, curious about since he know a bit of the culture of the planet
Uh,
and know that book hasn't been living there for a while, about exactly what she's doing. Pure curiosity, really.
Elena just
Okay.
as you go to do that, Elena just puts her hand on Neo's shoulder, going, "Just be careful with her. She's still pretty traumatized."
Yeah. Yeah, notes like that and says, yeah.
Okay.
Neo enters the room slowly and says hi.
You can see her head slowly moving to the door. She sees you and she says, "Hi."
I'm the mechanic that's speaking right now, both the ship you're wearing and mine. I'm was merely curious if I could ask you some questions, seeing as we are both duelists, and I kind of recognize the bit of the marks you have on your face were supposed to be of high class, and got a bit curious exactly. If you're willing, not really want to impose myself or anything.
She sighs and says, "Well, I have nothing better to do, I guess." And that's it. Come on.
Hmm.
She says that phrase in Ryle, if I remember correctly, is the language.
Real.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
yeah. Mhm.
It would be good to speak your
Uh,
native language for a change.
Neo, Neo says in real. Yeah, I'm a bit rusty on it, but good to always put it back in use with a smile.
Oh, not to worry. I have a few years to use it myself, so. Oh,
So, mhm.
she just stops and looks at you.
uh, he
She
says,
went without saying.
okay. Neo just says, sorry, I was just going to ask if you were willing to say exactly your story, or if you would prefer for me to begin.
My story. Well, completely honest, I don't want to go down this road right now,
Yeah,
but I
like
can
I
tell
said,
you a few things.
you not said that if you're
Uh,
willing.
yes, so have you grown up in Ryloth or not?
Don't remember much. My parents quickly managed to find a way to get out of it when I was young.
That's probably for the best.
I heard that a lot. It's why I'm curious, really.
Well, if you want my opinion on it, we have a glaring problem. I don't know if it's our culture, our species in general. I can't really put my finger on it. But we have a pretty short memory.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of problems lately from what I've seen.
Most Honorilov
Not
believe
not
that,
not on he says near clerks, not really is specifically just on Rel, but on the majority of the things that I'm seeing that go sideways.
yes, most Honorilov believe that our problems are the Empire's fault. But actually, that's not true. We had the same problems before that. Uh, to be more specific, when the Empire took over, most officials on Ryloth believed that this would be a positive thing. For some it was, for others not. When the Empire fell, at least I wasn't there when that happened, but now that the new Republic is in charge, they thought that things would be better as well. Well, guess what?
It's the same.
Mostly yes. And by that, I mean we're preyed upon by innumerable cartels and scams of all kinds.
New styles and stairs. I think it's just that's pretty common that we are practically slaves or just servants to big underground leaders that makes them so predisposed to just let all of this happen. In certain cases, not having allies or just thinking that things would change without us doing anything.
Well, Chamsindula is doing, at least that's what I've heard, whatever he can to remedy this situation we're in, but let's face it, he can't do anything.
Yeah,
Anyway, enough gloom for now.
yeah.
Thank you very much for saving.
No, you don't have to fake me. Sadly, outside of making time and shooting some guys, killing you or anything like that, I didn't have a hand. The only thing that it will had a hand that will probably help you is fixing your ship.
Uh, can I ask you a question on myself?
Sure.
How exactly did you end up here? I mean,
We
not you specifically, uh, not to be offensive or anything. I mean, you're interesting. I'm asking about the whole group of you.
yeah, I imagine you were asking the whole group of us. If you want the my host of who I ended here, it will be very simple to explain. But our group right now, we are doing a job for a group of Mandalorians that we have a friend in. And we heard about this cargo that was being to be attacked by a group that was interested in same stuff that the Mandalorians were interested in. We didn't weren't exactly thinking about stealing it, but we were thinking about just seeing if we could come in contact and see what if we could, get an idea of what it if it was through the rumor and anything and everything like that.
It always has to get complicated, doesn't it?
I am the truth. Nothing in life is simple.
Anyway, I saw that you have a Jedi, I think she called herself. I still find it difficult to believe, but
You get used to it. He says, looking at her. I didn't even know about the Jedi from how because I never was really focused on a lot into the lore and stuff like that, that kind of stuff of the galaxy. So imagine when you know nothing about that and suddenly you hear there are wizards in the universe.
I imagine it's a shock.
Yeah,
Anyway, it's good. It was good talking with you. If you excuse me, I'll
yeah.
take some
Rest.
rest.
Neo takes his leave. So he doesn't say anything while he gets out of the room. He does wonder if the reason she is interested in being Elena or Jawain, he doesn't know who interacted with her. He guess it's Elena, but he isn't sure still who. If
Well,
her
she
interest is
hasn't seen
just
Jawain yet.
She's only seen me and you,
Neo doesn't
yeah.
Neo doesn't know. He just knows that he has
That's
waking up.
that's why Elena only talked
So
to her while he was with the She was with the captain, just in case she was trying to think of anything.
it's still Neo wonders about the reason of her interest. He is not going to question it because she is hurt and he doesn't see the reason. He doesn't seem to be aggressive or anything like that. But still, and he
Meanwhile,
goes back to work.
Elena at this point, meanwhile, is talking with the captain about the Twi'lek as well.
No, no.
Your friend seems pretty traumatized about everything, Captain. Tell me, how did you run into her?
Well, she was part of a scouting group that was hired along with us for the job on Ossus. She's a little bit, let's say, close to herself. But if you get to know her, she's quite an interesting individual, I would say.
I can understand that sentiment, Captain. Do do you know anything in particular about her? About what she does? How she got into the scouting business?
Well, I I'd say roll a persuasion check for that one.
Just simple persuasion.
Yes, unless you want to
I'm not. I don't think
do
Elena's.
something more drastic.
I don't think Elena's that sort of person. She doesn't want to.
Unless you want to put him to sleep.
No.
He sleep with the fishes.
That's a 5.
Not very good.
Nope.
She's not trying to get him to tell anything. Just trying to understand
Okay,
understand
okay.
what's going on.
She says, as far as I know, her family, along with hers, were. mm, I don't know if abducted is the correct word for it, but they were forced in labor for the Empire somewhere. At some point, she got free. That's a story that hasn't told me myself, mind you.
Um,
And afterwards, she tried to do her best on making a living.
it's good she got away from their clutches. Slavery has always been a blight on this galaxy.
Yes, well, if you want my opinion in it, I don't know what's worse. Being a laborer in whatever mines or operations the Empire had, or being an actual slave in, you know, the huts, crime organizations and whatnot.
Both things are terrible indeed.
Anyway, I was thinking we might not be able to return back to safe space for quite some time. I mean, our hyperdrive is fixed, but yours is nowhere near that.
Are we gonna have to go to Tatooine and make a bet
And
with a Toydarian on a pod
Yeah.
race and a kid?
God. Oh God.
Elena goes, "This kid is the chosen one. I must take it to the Jedi Council." Oh, there is no
I already have the
council.
rock.
So I was thinking, since you were so helpful this far, perhaps we could do you a favor and
To us.
give you a ride to Ossus.
That would be extremely helpful, Captain. Thank you.
Mm. Plus, we've already been there, so we actually know a few, and a few of its locales, so it might make the process of your research or whatever you want to do there a little faster.
That would be
And at the
great.
same time, you'll have more time to repair your ship, and from there, go our separate ways.
That would be very appreciated, Captain. That is a very kind offer.
Good, it's decided then.
And hopefully our corporation would actually aid the New Republic in its endeavors. As you understand, being a Jedi Knight is during these times around the Empire is almost worse than being a slave. It's difficult existing how I am, knowing that Empire, Huts, bounty hunters, wherever, will try and hunt me down for credits just for being alive.
Yes, I can imagine. But if I may, a small advice.
Please.
If you go to any planets around the outer core, um, you know, between the deep core and the outer rim, really, uh, I'd suggest you to be more reluctant with your opinions about the Empire.
Oh, don't worry. I learned that lesson the hard way long ago.
It's not that there are still ears from the remnants in many places, but actually a few planets prefer the Empire rule, and they are causing quite the fuss for this period.
I can imagine.
So yes,
Oh God.
Anything else to add, DM? Oh my
He's
god,
coming up with a new way to
Okay.
scar Elena.
Okay. Okay. I thought because Pika had made noise but didn't speak anything that I was having some internet problems. Okay. It was just
oh
music.
god, oh god. My my talk powers work too well. I've talked the DM into a stupor.
No, he's just coming up with new ways to make Elena suffer.
Of
Yeah.
course he is. It's not
By
a
the
Star.
way, we are all
It's
seeing
not a
where
Star
this
Wars
is
campaign. We
going,
have the main
right?
character going through. It's not a Star Wars campaign. We have the main character going through some trials at some point.
By the way, just to be clear, we're all seeing where this is going, right?
Yeah, we're gonna redo the plot of episode 1.
Yep.
No, I mean regarding the Twilight and all that.
Because you're thinking because she's got an unnatural interest in Elena, she might be dangerous.
No, I think that because, according to what the captain says, she's the only one that's kept the empire, but her family is still there, and Elena has a really important bounty,
Okay,
not
I'm
just
back.
Lebanon and that of
So
any Jedi. Give me a second. She will probably want Elena even more in the information regarding Elena in exchange for,
Yeah,
her family.
she wants either to use me as collateral to get her family back from the Empire, or try and persuade Elena to rescue her family.
Either of those, I'm being more of trying to get them out because if she has been traumatized as we're seeing, she will probably fear more the Empire than thinking that there is a chance of people defeating it and freeing her family.
Mm.
we're down to speculation, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
see.
So tell us, how are
Anyway,
you going to
sorry,
torture the
sorry
main
I'm
about
not
character
that.
again?
denying it.
Sorry about that, but it seems that everything in this house has to go through my hands at some point.
Obviously.
Uh,
Not
you
always the
are the
case.
GM.
So what I'm hearing is I'm the only one of out of the five of us who actually lives alone. Brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm the only one with sort of true freedom.
True freedom.
But also
Wait,
it
What
comes
about
with
fake
boredom.
freedom?
wait
Technically,
till mm, wait till the DM knocks on the door.
anyway, let's continue.
Yeah.
How do you plan to torture me now, GM?
I that depends on you.
Oh,
I
Sure.
mean,
you
I
have
have
it.
my plans.
He's gonna create a situation where I've got to make sure I don't get us to see any crime lords again.
Uh,
Oh no. So anyway, after a few preparations, you make the jump, and
Before we make the jump and all that, with Elena is telling what the captain said and all that, Neo gets the chance to take the moment to speak with her alone. Give me a
okay.
second. Sí, pa, no me hables. Okay. Haceme una señal, no me hables de la nada, me refiero. Sorry. He takes Elena to a side and tells her, "You have interacted with a toilet girl, right?
I nod.
From what I'm seeing, she just went from quite a bit, and well, we can agree in certain things. I still can help but feel uneasy on her interest on you. Be careful around her. I just wanted to give you the heads up.
I will. Don't worry.
I will keep an eye out on her too because while I can get she has went through a lot, I still can help but feel uneasy.
I feel that as well. However, it may just be she just sees me as a Jedi and she heard the stories that Jedi can help people. That might be why she's interested in me. But we should keep an eye on her just the same.
Why do you say that?
My master told me when I was a child, back in the days before the Clone Wars, was seen as protectors and guardians, there to help people when they need it. They liberated
I'm
slaves and basically helped the innocent of the galaxy. It is likely she also heard those tales and thinks I can do that for her.
She didn't grow up hearing those tales, but she didn't believe those to be true. So, though she saw you from what I can gather. So,
Many people think
I'm not sure how much of that is that she's believing or
many people don't.
could be something else.
Many people nowadays don't believe my order exists until they see one. That's the power of stories. Sometimes they're just fables to help us carry on until they're proven.
Hmm. Anyway, I said what I wanted to say. I'm going to go and see if there's anything I can keep doing while we're all traveling.
Okay, so everyone returns
Mm.
to their post.
We
And
I keep repairing stuff.
yes, and after a while you arrive on Osus. It's a pretty big planet. Um,
Mm.
Looks pretty. What do we blow up first?
yes.
Elena just give Ket such a look.
Sadly, we don't. Sadly, we don't know. We don't have a choice of where we're going to land. So we should probably, after we're done with repairing the ship, trying to see where we connect with the Mandalorian forces.
hmm. The Captain Nosk actually asks you and says, "So, what exactly are you looking for? Perhaps we can, find a good spot near the area of your."
I look at him, go, does the New Republic have any interest or knowledge on Kyber crystals?
Yes and no. What I mean by that is that there are people and specific circles that are interested in them, but others are a little bit, mm, let's say, not paranoid exactly, or but guarded on the subject. Um, Pretty much everyone who's someone in the New Republic knows that they played a major role in the construction of the Death Star. So,
Unfortunately, yes. They are also part of a construction of the lightsaber of the Jedi Order, so as you can imagine, they are pretty sacred among my order.
I can imagine that. So, crystals then, crystal, and you see him pulling out one of his data pads. Um, And after a while, he says, if I remember correctly, we found a few of them in this particular area here. Perhaps that's a good starting point.
It's somewhere to look at least. Thank you for the information.
It's also a good time for you to get in touch with a Lorian friend, secure a perimeter around the ship in case some of our pirate friends show up.
Of course. I'll make sure to leave a contingent with you to make sure you're kept safe.
Okay, so to make this a little bit shorter, after speaking with the Mandalorians and all, you make a plan, and after a day,
Hmm. Oh,
a
if we are
Mandalorian group arrives as well.
if we're doing a day, I would like to use Neo's ability. Give me a second. That I tell you, touch a specialist to work on his weapon and increase its attack by one. The heavy blaster that he has now.
Oh, yeah.
So give me a second. I do the roll. I probably going to ace it, but still, I could end up having with either two things instead of one. So give me a second. Okay, I end with one.
Okay.
Just so we all know exactly what it is. I'm showing it. I do the first choice,
Okay.
and I probably should. It was. Give me a second that I look because it costed some money. I take it out. You can continue with the other stuff. I'm looking at it
Oh,
right
okay,
here
okay,
now.
okay. So, um, a Mandalorian group does arrive the next day, and you make the preparations and go ahead and land. You're landing in a location near a big mountain range. You can see not very far from the place that you have landed that there is hints of ancient ruins or something like that around the area. The air on the planet is a little bit heavy. It's not exactly poisonous for you, but still, if anyone has
Mm.
some breathing device, it will
Yeah,
make
that's fine.
you. It will make you get the hang of the atmosphere a little faster,
Yeah, I don't think
and
any of us have that.
not going to shock right away.
Yeah, it's like breathing soup, essentially, I guess.
Yes. It, as I said, it's not poisonous. It's a little bit heavy.
Does Elena
What that
feel any?
means,
Does Elena have
i-
any feeling through the Force front on this planet?
not one, many.
Oh,
Your spidey senses are tingling.
My spider sense is tingling.
Yes.
my Jedi sense is tingling.
And
My fur is itchy.
My Dwayne senses are tingling.
yes,
Oh
Oh,
no,
your
he's
shit.
breaking
Wayne,
something! Quick, someone get the water spray.
There's crap everywhere.
Meanwhile,
your,
Nia says, my mechanic muscle is flexed.
your Jawain senses are tingling as well, and
There's crap everywhere. I can feel it.
the Mandalorians are creating a perimeter around the ship, and from what you understand, there won't be any problems. And um, because first, if the pirates see a whole
Mandalorian.
group of Mandalorians, they m- most probably they will just bail, and if they actually engage, they'll have their hands full.
And they'll get married eventually.
That's why Elena's especially qualified for this,
Oh,
because as a Jedi, as a partially trained Jedi, she's also qualified to be a priest.
of
I
course.
don't think that's how that works.
I know it's part of the joke.
Me too. Uh, so anyway, as you are landing, you can see that the Twi'lek is actually walking.
Good to see you up and about.
Nia turns around. Mm,
Hi, walking. How are you?
Nia says, good to see you better.
Yep, I feel a lot better actually. I had a few days of a good rest, and I'm not in top shape, of course, but I feel pretty well for now. That
She
being
wants to
said,
spin.
Captain Nosk, I think our friends here would do well with a guide.
Are
He
you?
looks and goes, um,
Nia asks her, you know this place?
Says, yeah, I've been the lead scout on our expedition here, so I've explored a little bit of it. Not extensively, but at least I know what to look out for and where the places of interest are.
Would be appreciated, but are you sure you're able to do this? You don't do anything if you can't if you're not capable at the moment.
Actually, yes, I agree with that sentiment. I don't believe that you are still in shape for something like that. She gives she gives a sharp look on to Nosk and says, "I'm fine. I'm fine. If you know that if I wasn't able to do that, I wouldn't have proposed." Okay, if you say so. And then I don't know which one of you is standing next to him, but whoever it is,
Uh,
he
Probably
whispers.
probably Elena at this point because she's the one with she's the
yeah.
voice of reason.
Uh,
Mm.
he whispers as discreetly as he can. "Mm, keep an eye out for her because you know."
Of course, Captain.
So I know that you can be stubborn. There's no point in trying to change your mind. If you feel like it, go ahead. Thank you, Captain. Appreciated. Whenever you're ready.
Elena
Ni-
pretending she didn't
when
have
she
pretending she didn't have that talk with the captain. She goes sighing. She sighs and goes. Qui-Gon's start going. Okay then, just promise to stay close.
Neo when he's out of the Neo when he's out of range of her eye when she lays the spear from his side and Audio dodges a bit of Hitch and says, "You're the best of us with a keen eye. I don't trust her completely regarding Arena. Elena, haven't have an eye out on her.
All right, will do. I'll keep a nose on her too.
Even better," he says with a smile. With a smile.
Basically, Elena's keeping an eye on her to make sure she's safe for the captain, and then you two are saying, making sure she doesn't hurt Elena, so she's got extra eyes on her.
Yeah.
Now time to sell her death sticks.
Yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. So, you get out of the ship and you can see a big canyon. Actually, you can't, but imagine,
You can draw it.
imagine a canyon in front of you. Um,
The Jedi's are gone.
the Jedi's are
They go
gone.
to meditate.
Oh, yes.
I'm back. I don't
The
know what you're talking about.
one is back.
Okay, one is back. The
So,
second,
so I kill everybody.
yes. Now is your
Good.
chance.
Begin with athletic.
Now is your chance. Everyone is actually wait a little bit longer, and you'll have the perfect chance to kill everyone in this party.
Of
Perfect.
course. Of course.
But I don't want to kill
He
everybody in this
he
part. I
probably
want
won't even have to. He probably won't even have to move a single move of the force to do this. It will be just something random, terrifying that's happening to all of us. And Javoin says, "My chance!"
I want to kill
and do backstabbing.
everybody, every party at the same time. And give me a moment. I will be back.
He's back to the Cloud District.
What's new?
Is the Jedi back?
Nope. Apparently not.
Apparently not.
I'm back again.
Okay.
So how do I kill people?
So there is a big canyon in front of you that
What you
leads
do is you
to.
take this grenade I've already pulled the pin out of, you run back about half a mile, and then you get ready to throw it, and it explodes in your face.
Sounds like a
What he
plan.
doesn't know is that Jawain has force throw, so he uses the force to throw it
No,
and
it
explodes on our
explodes
face.
before he gets to that distance. We're
So
doing a Wile E. Coyote sketch.
yes, as you're looking down the sea, as he points his finger at the base of the canyon and says, "Our destination, I believe, is around there. I don't think that we'll find anything too dangerous other than falling rocks. But there are some troublesome predators around this place, so be on the lookout. Speaking of which,
Neonuts.
if you have any weaponry to spare, I would appreciate that.
Neo gives her his. Give me a second, because I have my old blaster, which is modified, or I have the other heavy blaster. The thing is, that's a D8 and the other is a D6 in damage, and that's what
Yes.
I'm wondering what I should give her. It's more accurate than the other ones. He gives her the other heavy blaster that the pirate used
Oh, okay.
and had.
So you give her the heavy blaster. She takes it and goes,
Mm.
"Oh, neat." And she starts moving
Yeah.
down the canyon pretty much.
Neo moves a bit behind her.
Okay.
I think the party is from the distance still
Yes.
following.
Roll perception check, everyone.
Of course, my one weakness. Uh,
Oops.
Dang it.
God damn it.
That did not go well.
Elena, perception. We are moving on the canyon, and I got to give her a weapon, so I give her the other heavy blaster. Good.
Oh my god, he somehow rolled well.
I do have a 9 on perception.
Oh, still,
Mhm.
like all our perception rolls were bad except Neo's
Yeah.
from the looks of it. Like,
No, no. Technically catch, but then mine was the best because he did a reroll.
Gets rolled
I
a
basic
7.
I basically rolled I basically rolled a 19.
Yeah, I know.
I rolled a 7, so I re-rolled it, and then I got a 5.
And our only other good one was Neo's, which is with a +2. So that doesn't
Yeah,
really count.
exactly. Exactly. That's why I hate perception. It uses my wisdom. Neo is not wise.
Even
I
I
mean,
have.
neither is catch, but I have decent perception, and I get to roll it twice, which helps.
You
But
have
have in mind this, Cloud. By natural, my wisdom attribute has a -1.
Oh, I know, I know, I know. I have a good perception because I have a good wisdom, but otherwise, I think
Yeah,
Elena gets is second by 1 point only, and then I'm behind by 2 points, and then it's Neo, which is behind by 4 points.
yeah.
So, uh, what Elena sees.
She
The
sees
canyon.
everything in the universe, apparently.
Yes.
She sees
Yep.
the
Almost.
stars will
Almost.
align.
Almost everything.
Thank
Yes.
God.
You can see that the
Thank God.
canyon you can see that the canyon has some hints of movement recently, not from sentient species, rather from creatures, but for the most part they seem to be small ones. So
Ah, children.
yes, uh, they're baby Tyrannosaurus Rex, not the mother, not yet at least.
No, I just meant regular children.
Children aren't sentient.
That's what I was implying. Yes.
The only sentient child we know is not part of this campaign. She's in the other one.
So, you can also see that the Twi'lek's movements are quite experienced, let's say. She seems
Mhm.
quite adept on how to position her body around where to stand and all that. And you can deduce that she must be quite agile if she
Experience.
wants.
Mm.
Then Elena looks back at Nia walking all compared to that very non-agile slope, and wonders, why did he have to be my partner?
Yes, uh, pretty much she's the exact opposite of Neo.
Yeah, that's why I made the joke. I
Elena,
had to.
Elena just looks back at Neo teasing and goes, "Am I gonna have to carry you the rest of the way?" I do have move objects, so technically I can do that.
So after a few hours, you reach a point that you can see part of the ruins in front of you. They're big, destroyed by the years now, statues.
Elena just murmurs to herself. It reminds me of the Dantooine ruins, but there is much more suffering here. Deeper wounds yet to heal.
And you can see that there is a staircase that's been crafted directly to the stone that leads upwards, and a small path that leads downwards, and from what it seems to a cavern of some kind.
Elena stops the rest of
Uh,
the party and waits for our guide to pick a path and to go down so that we can follow.
yes, so she moves ahead a little bit, and after a while, she returns back and says, "Okay, so I believe that what you're looking for should be down there," and she shows the path that leads downwards. But given your background, and she looks at Elena, I believe that you might find interesting the ruins that are resting above us.
I reckon we should take a look at that as well, but we should keep our priorities straight. She starts heading towards the path downwards.
Okay,
Neo keeps going behind the Twi'lek.
so you
Mhm.
move a few meters down, and sure enough, you can see a cave entrance. It seems
Mhm.
big enough for an adult to get inside without too many problems. That means it's a huge doorway for Jawain.
Elena still looks behind her to make sure that Neo doesn't fall over or anything.
God damn it. Neo is more like really focusing more on keeping an eye on the Twilight. Sometimes looking around the location, keeping her on his eyesight.
And after you enter the
Mhm.
cavern, you can see that it's pretty humid. Um, you must be very careful with your steps because it's slippery.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
as you can
And you have
see,
to roll this.
yes, and as you can see, it has some depth to it. She
Hmm.
stops there and says, "Okay, I believe that we should go down this path. If I remember correctly, we should stumble upon some, let's call it shiny rocks, I guess.
Very important shiny rocks.
The most
Apparently."
important we already have.
Of course, but of course.
We already have the brown rock.
So you keep moving downwards, and after a little while, you do find a few rock formations that have a few snippets of kyber crystals on top of them protruding from the rocks.
At this
Yeah.
point, Elena turns to Joanne, going, "It's secondary to what we're looking for right now, but keep your senses attuned to these crystals. My master always told me that the one meant for us will speak to us through the Force."
Does anybody speak to me through the force? DM.
Uh,
Oh
the
god damn it.
the Twi'lek
Yeah.
is looking at back at you and says,
Uh.
"You can do magic as well."
Oh, I can do much more, and I kill her. No.
Neo is not. This is the first time that he sees Jabba kill someone. And it's like, could you have been a danger? So
Don't worry about it. Yeah. So I don't answer. I don't
yeah, he
actually know
can't
what
answer.
she's saying. So
Mm.
Y-
Yeah, he doesn't know what he. Mm.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you
saying I'm
don't know
not
what.
saying that I'm not saying that out I'm not saying that loudly so she can hear. I'm basically murmuring it into the intercom. So as far as she concerned, she just hear me going.
she might have a 1,000 perception, except if you tell me through the. Uh,
I'm telling you through the Force at this point. I'm not really saying anything. I say to you, I give you a feeling through the Force, saying, keep your perception sharp, and a, a crystal may call to you. It's important. This is important. I'm not really making it clear to her that you're a Jedi. I'm just basically telling you through the Force to keep an ear out for on the Force here. These crystals speak to a Jedi, and that's how we can construct our lightsabers, or so my master says. Basically, remind you of that talk we had with my master on the ship before we came out here. Anyway,
okay.
continue.
In general, I have it in mind. So if whenever you guys want me to roll anything, let me know.
Yeah. Anyway, back to
Okay.
it, GM.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so where is the trap?
Um,
Yeah, I'm waiting for the drop too.
you're looking around this place, and you can see that there are no other places around that have anything get getting even close to kyber crystals other than that specific spot.
Are
But
there, are there any that are the right size?
no, no. The right size, you mean
The
for the
size that
payment?
for the payment, yeah.
Yeah, no, no, not even close.
Just the ones that are
Uh,
big enough for what Joanne and I need personally.
yes. But at some point, she leads you down another. small path and says, "Also, there's this thing here that I think you might find interesting." And shows a wall in the cavern that's completely smoothed out, and it's covered in, let's call it, ancient paintings
Mhm.
that depict scenery from Jedi training and stuff.
A mural.
Yes, I find it not strange exactly that this thing is here because right above us is the ruins of a temple, maybe, but um, it should have some significance, I believe. It says, Jawain and Elen are all use the Force.
I was about to ask, should we do that?
Mhm.
Mm.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Jawain, you can feel that
Hungry.
this that this wall is. You can feel drawn to this wall for, but you can't discern why exactly. Elena, you have a very strong feeling that this wall is not a wall but a door. A door
Mm.
that can only open through a Jedi's touch.
I touched the wall.
You'll have to use the Force to open the wall.
Do I have to roll? Do I have to roll again, or can I just use that one I just rolled?
No, you don't have to roll another one.
Good.
You go there and you find the right spot, let's say, touch the wall, and everyone inside you can see that it starts sliding. You can
Neo,
also
who has been keeping the dual like you said for first and completely takes it off out of that and more mumbles in a sudden wow.
Ooh.
Basically, everyone just looks gormless at Elena.
Mhm.
when the door opens, the Twi'lek walks next to where the wall used to be, and she looks
Yeah.
around and goes, "Now that's something. I won't ask how you did that because I'm sure I won't understand. So
I'm not
It's
sure.
magic.
I'm
You
not
don't
sure
need
I
it.
understand either.
she gives you a glance at that, and then she
Mhm.
looks ahead and goes, "Do you think it's safe for us to go down?"
I wouldn't say safe, but we should go in any case.
You
Just
have
because.
a you have a strong feeling that maybe non-force users wouldn't be very safe, maybe
Hmm.
from that point on.
I wouldn't say it's safe for most of us, no. But for little guy and I should be okay.
Which one?
Okay.
I don't say which one just to try and keep her off
Okay.
balance.
The Rock.
Yes. The littlest one.
Okay,
I turn
then.
to I turn to the party and go. The rest of you head back up and grab any crystals you can find. And basically, I wait for the Twi'lek to turn her back and start heading out before I summon Joanne to follow me.
Okay. She just says, "Okay, I guess we'll do that. Seems you've got this pretty well handled, Magic Girl. Let's move on."
I basically
Neo
say
give
I'll meet you. If you feel free to explore the other path as well, I can meet you there.
Okay.
Neo not so that when the other Twilight is out of the same looks at Jawain and Elena and wish and says to them good luck.
You two, just try and stay one piece while we're gone.
We are not that bad.
We are splitting the party. We are going to die.
Out of character? Yeah, we are going to die.
Yeah,
It's Mears.
it's Miss, yeah.
So, Elena and Jawayne, when you actually start going down the path, you see
To
that
the dark side.
the wall, yes, the wall behind you closes again.
Ooh, perfect.
Ooh, teeny.
Poutine.
Exactly.
Poutine.
You keep going downwards, and you can see that there are a few paintings uh, around the walls. And at long last, you find the bottom of the cavern. There is a huge area that it's filled with Kyber crystals, uh,
Of course.
shining, and to your minds, you can faintly hear some kind of humming, even.
Hmm.
Uh,
These,
and you can see that there's some of them that are what you're looking for, and even bigger than that.
I guess this is. I'm glad that my order has some sense of security. She says to Joanne with a little chuckle.
I'm mesmerized by the Kyber crystals, so I don't answer back. Um,
People
she,
keep talking about you,
Yeah.
teeny. But what about me,
Yeah.
teeny?
Yes.
Every
Yes.
crystal is sacred. Every crystal is good.
No, no, no.
so
No, it will be more on the what you're seeing are Kyber crystals. What you're
So,
seeing are Kyber crystals.
from
I'm a
what
Padawan.
Sorry.
I'm a Padawan, and I'm okay. I train all night. I work all day.
so from what
that, I didn't expect that to be as funny as it was.
Careful, Marissa will start a Monty Python text.
Yes.
I'll have to get a jar for it. I'm gonna make so many
suddenly
jokes.
suddenly a huge guy emerges from the ground, wearing some kind of horny headdress on his
We are
head,
the
and
Jedi
says,
Knights who say "Nee."
"Me, exactly."
And and suddenly he becomes into a giant robot and begins to smash Alena and Jawain into the ground until our pummel.
It's okay. It's only a model.
So, from
And
from what
all of a sudden we get
Crocs
all
told
of a
you,
sudden they say a French force ghost going, your your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
yes. Meh. So, from what you can tell, not from what you can tell, from what you remember from Cockroach's words, if you want to extract the kyber crystals without causing damage to them, you don't exactly understand what that means, but you have a
Trust
feeling that
him.
these are not just plain rocks. Um, I mean, you already knew this, but right now you can feel it. Let's say you have to be very careful and do a very meticulous job. It will take quite a while to do this the right way.
mm,
I get to work and just say to Terrain, trust your feelings. We should be fine.
okay, I yes, I'm trying to do the same.
Mm-hmm. I want you to use the force inside here to for two things.
Okay?
Uh, the first thing is to see how successful you are um, with
Not
pulling out the crystals without causing any harm.
I'm very
mhm.
successful, it seems.
You are, yes.
You're very
And the Wayne.
successful at pulling
And
out.
Giggity.
Let's see.
Giggity.
I assume that's a success.
you
Like
assume that is.
it's
it,
a 20. It's not
it's a
25.
success, but not as you're not as careful as Elena is, I guess.
It's not. It's not as a successful success.
I mean, that is a 30. A 20 is enough of a success. If that makes any
Yeah.
sense.
I'd say we pick up 3 of the big ones each to just to make sure we've got enough. And
Also, this check, Cloud, is for you to feel extra properties in some of them that might draw your attention.
Yes, but I don't think using a force will increase it to the next level because I need to roll a 5. If that is what you're applying.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yes,
I can do it because I don't really have to use the force point anywhere else.
you don't have to do it because, as you said, you'll have to roll either a 5 or a 6.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But
1 out of 3 chances, so why not do
so
it?
so basically,
you
what we're
can,
saying is I get that automatically because of my good roll.
Mm.
if I remember correctly, you wanted a Kyber Crystal that gives you.
He wanted some traditional. I think last time we talked he wanted some block stuff.
Yeah, I wanted
Uh,
something. I wanted something to aid my defense.
like
Hmm.
we both want the traditional jewels, which is the uncommon. We don't want the rare.
Yeah,
I also think I think he wanted some rares, but I don't know he really cared about rares.
mm.
Um,
I'd say I'd probably stick with traditional for now and then work up towards the rares if I feel like it.
yeah, I wanted a sigil basically, a sigil crystal.
I think you wanted
Yeah,
Sigil, I wanted John Rao, something like that.
wanted Solary or Generax.
Yeah.
One gives block, one gives deflect. Uh,
Uh, okay, a small hint here. You can actually communicate about the situation. So
I'm
you mean you can you mean you can assist?
yes.
Okay.
so we could
Since I assume the rare crystals are out of the question, except if there's anyone that can, um,
Destroy the world.
like, except if there's any particular, uh, any particular that you like, which I'm not sure if you like anyone,
let me have a look.
anyone.
Let me bring up the page.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have the
okay,
base.
okay, okay, okay. Listen up. You take your time to look through your options.
Yeah, just I'd say go to the other group while Cloud and I are looking through our like crystal
Exactly.
options.
Yeah.
Uh,
And let's
I
go
know
back
I
to
know
the other.
exactly what I want. It's either Sigil or a common one. So like
Yeah, I think I definitely want John Rao or Solari, but I don't know if I want another one after that, or I might just go for both.
So, the rest of the group, you
Yeah.
go exploring the other path.
Mm-hmm.
I want the first point because when
It's more boring, let's say. You can see that there is a big area that seems suspiciously cleared out
I roll a 6. Wow.
from.
At that, we roll perception, right?
Yes. I mean, it doesn't seem natural for it to be the way it is.
Damn it. Speaker here.
Yep, I'm rolling.
Uh, okay, okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Dang it. My rerolls are not on point today.
From what you understand,
Hmm.
Kets, because you also do something like that as Ewoks, you find an area where it's, you know, nature, just nature, and you clear it out a little bit to make it more hospitable, let's say.
Mhm.
You have the feeling that something like that happened here as well, and you can't actually say if it's something that happened recently or something that has always been there.
We hearing that news says we should probably then not be on guard but prepared to meet with probably another creatures. Maybe luckily they are not aggressive.
At this point, the Twi'lek says, "Hmm, I think that this place was used for some kind of um, gathering. Look at these markings," says, and shows
Some
down
sort
on.
of Magic the Gathering.
Yes,
What a shock!
A- and she points down at some specific areas in the floor that seem scratched and let's say drilled in a few places.
Should I use my either technology knowledge or mechanics to see if I can put together what exactly happened?
Yes,
Which one?
um, both would suffice, I'd say. I
Both?
mean, it's basic roll mechanics
Uh,
just because you have higher one.
okay.
It's
No. I wanted to know if you meant
okay,
either or if I had to rule both.
okay,
Oh
okay,
wow, that's a two.
okay. It's still it's something. I mean,
Hmm.
from what you can tell, these little holes on specific places on the ground reminds you of. You're almost certain that they could be used for driving in stools and other things like that for people to sit on.
I share this that it's probably for that kind of stuff.
Did we
And
find like ancient dentist office?
yes,
Maybe.
and from the
Maybe
looks of
says
it, they don't seem recent until at least the holes themselves and the scratches. They seem pretty old.
old enough that we shouldn't worry about these people being here or that they are common here.
Um, you're still a little bit worried, but you've calmed
Hmm.
down a little bit. It seems that this place was used long ago, but not
Hmm.
anymore.
A long, long time
So,
ago, in a galaxy far away.
Yes,
Naboo
yes.
is under an attack.
and after a small and after a little bit of exploring around, um, she says, "Okay, I think we've seen everything down here. Let's head back and wait for for the others to return as well."
We don't find anything else, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we go back to the waiting.
Okay, so you go back, you sit around,
Mhm.
We
you're
start playing
waiting.
love letters.
Yes, you start playing love letters and roll a perception.
Oh god.
He wants us to
You're
keep
asking
rolling perceptions until we get like ones and we're just
exactly.
blind. Yeah, I am just not rolling well today.
Hey,
Perfect.
you're still. I'm rolling well, but it still sucks.
Like I'm rolling consistently like high single digits.
Perfection.
Of course, that's perfection for you.
Yes. As you so as you're sitting there, Let's see.
Yeah. As we're sitting
Okay.
here.
It's
Oh
a
god.
3.
The
Of
giant
course it's
3
the
comes and
three.
attacks us.
I know. I kind of get.
Yeah.
I've got an idea what he's referencing because I've seen some of the comic stuff. But continue.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I'll ping it in the Discord to see if so I'm not spoiling it for you guys.
Okay.
I'll ping it to Riss directly. Actually,
Oh god.
Well, we all get hit by something very bad.
Yes.
At least it wasn't a crit.
Yes, it
It was
wasn't a
for
crit.
close. But
It
still,
wasn't a crit. Neo, the bell rings for you. That's what the 3 means.
the what? Sorry.
You were the third target.
Yes.
Oh. So the attack is for me. So I think that my threshold has been damaged by that.
And he hasn't rolled the damage, so
Okay.
as far as we know, you may have somebody may have thrown you a web
Of
uh,
course.
to
So,
Sure.
20 damage.
yeah, but that is the threshold.
That's about my threshold.
That's above everybody's threshold.
So, as you are sitting there, you can hear a very sharp noise coming from behind you. And before you can realize what's going on, you feel a searing pain coming from from your shoulder, and you can see a hole there. You are down 2 stages in the condition track.
2 stages, wow.
1 stage
I
from
shout in pain.
one one down from surpassing the threshold, and one more because an ability that I'm sure Pika knows very well.
I shout in
Yes.
pain while grabbing my injury.
Also, don't change the current hit points on the sheet.
Why?
Because second wind is using the current hit points because there was an error with the total hit points.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it couldn't make it to work. And since we are changing only the hit points on the token, it didn't really matter.
In case you didn't
I
realize,
even I change it. I usually like to change the information to keep it consistent, but okay.
Yeah, but
roll initiative.
if you roll second wind, like
just Pika and yeah, just Pika and Max or do Cloud and I roll as well.
No,
Oh, you
just the
forget
two
the
of them.
Twi'lek.
Just those two. Okay, got it.
and then they die from the tree. When we go up, they're dead. Wow.
Okay, I have 2 things to roll. One is
One is the Twi'lek guide and the other is the tree. By the way, I'm not. I'm just tell me if
that
I'm
one,
wrong, because I'm just having a guess.
and the other one is that, if I remember correctly. Let me double check. Come on.
Also, by the way, if you're starting a fight right now, just letting you know in 30 minutes we have to stop.
I know.
Yes.
I'm saying that to me, we cannot really start a fight.
So that means
Uh,
15, and our mysterious friend
has a 26. Joy.
has
They're not pirates.
Oh god
It's a
damn it! Of
pirate.
course.
It's a pirate tree.
it's not a pirate actually, but
It's a
we'll
pirate
get
Then
tree.
why does he look like a pirate?
It's a
he
pirate
looks
tree.
like one.
By the way, Marissa, I sent you a DM.
He's called a pirate in the Torn Order.
Am I close or not? You don't have to say
You're
anything.
close.
You will see.
You will see. You will see.
It's-
No,
Okay.
no, Cloud. It says like this: "You will see."
So, it seems that our friend plays again.
Of course.
He takes another shot.
At who?
He is successful.
At who?
At who?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not you.
The Tilek, probably.
Yes.
The one the one that we least care about.
Ow, my coccyx.
Unfortunately for the captain, the one who promised to keep her safe is nowhere nearby. So no, the other two don't really have any interest in her well-being.
It's a 19. It's a 19. You can see her getting shot as well, but you know,
Mhm.
she makes a loud grunt and says, "Not this again."
Well,
All
I'm sorry
right.
for shooting.
Catch,
Catch
you'll have
stealth,
the
stealth.
first.
Oh,
You'll
he
have
already knows where I am. Stealth will do nothing.
Oh.
you'll have to roll perception to see exactly where he's hiding.
I'm assuming I get, or at least I'm assuming the DC has a huge penalty due to having shot several times. And he didn't make a stealth roll.
Actually, he did, but you didn't see it.
Oh, that GM excuse.
Okay.
Of course.
Well,
You
I will
can
point
actually
out
do that.
there is a big penalty for sniping. Let me steal.
Just so you
Yeah,
know that
snipe is
there.
a -10 penalty.
What are you
Uh,
thinking?
do I see him with a 19?
No.
With the -10 penalty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What the fuck?
Did he roll a 30?
But
Yeah.
you are pretty close. Hint,
Okay, so
hint.
you're saying spend a force point.
So he's not. So
Yeah,
Yes.
his.
Can't.
So his.
God damn
Oh
it.
my god. Okay.
God damn
The
it.
dice are not
Okay.
with me today.
So, as you can see, there is a rock formation just around the corner, and you can see something shining, and you understand that it's his
Wait,
gun.
how did he shoot
pointed
around a
at you.
corner with a gun that his
Imagine,
bullets change direction midair?
no. Imagine that there
Oh,
are two
great.
rocks.
That
Imagine,
shot.
imagine that there are two rocks. He found an opening uh, from. Okay, let me actually draw it because.
Yeah.
Okay, there are two rocks like this. He's here.
Okay.
Is there
Well, now that
any?
I've seen him, I will quick draw my weapon for a swift action. Uh. So just a second. I wanna check something. Oh, and
So,
just so you know, because of scent, since he's within 10 squares of me, he would not get a cover or concealment bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I have a good nose. So if you were giving him that kind of a bonus to his stealth roll, you shouldn't have.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Why do you think Elena told Ketch to keep the crew safe and not Neo?
Why do you think I said I'd keep my nose on it?
I know.
Like I was not
No,
joking
no, no,
entirely.
no. I was the one that told Cage to keep her
On the
his eyes on
Twi'lek.
the so like he's taking his nose. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go prone for my move and shoot. Let's see. We are within point blank, so I get a +1.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's 3 rounds.
It seems like I'm getting all the
Three
good.
That
ones.
It seems like I'm
that
getting all the good rolls today. From
that
party.
But
needs to be memorized for all
yes,
eternity.
yes, it is need to be memorized.
Do I have to make another?
Roll.
Do I have to make another rolled one clip again?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
This will be
Uh,
the worst shot ever.
my dice are against me today.
I'm taking all the
Uh,
good
y-
rolls, guys. I apologize.
you can see her running around and falling behind a rock,
Quack, quack, quack,
and
quack.
Oh, it must be a space duck.
Yep.
and she reaches for her blaster.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't have any. It's a standard action for me for doing my blaster, right?
No, it's a movement action.
It's a movement.
Move in action.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can still
Okay.
attack. You can still attack me
So
even
I
though you're
can't.
running attack.
So I can't. So I can't draw my weapon and move.
You can.
Yes,
You
but you
can.
will.
Yeah, you can do that, but you won't be able to attack.
Yes,
Okay, I have no problem with that.
you
Uh,
will spend your standard action to make a bonus move,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I will mark me where there is somewhere to hide different to where the Tolek is hiding, and I will move there while drawing my blaster.
make a map, babe.
Another rock here.
I move here while murmuring, "Freaking bastard, he's down. He's going down."
So our friend pulls out his gun and shoots at Ketch this time.
Fails.
Ha! Ha!
Ha ha!
The teddy bear gets his vengeance. We're both sucky at shooting things.
Yes,
Good.
and it's your turn now.
I can just imagine them both going, "Where are Elena and Joanne when we need them?"
I mean, it looks like there's only one
All
pirate,
right. I'm
so
gonna spend 2 swift actions to aim at him, giving me another +1. We're still point blank, so it's a total of +2.
Don't roll a
Mhm.
And
one.
now it ignores his defense for his reflex, so he's considered flat-footed.
Yes, you're
just don't.
good to go as long as you don't roll a one again.
It's not a one, but does
Yes.
that hit?
That's a 14 hit. It's almost maximum damage by one
Yeah.
hit.
That doesn't actually hit. When I said something more than one, I didn't mean a two.
Two still more than
It's
Uh,
one.
that's a 6.
yeah.
That's above a 2.
I mean,
Plus, I have
you
another force point that I can. Damn it.
are about
Of
16.
course.
Damn it, guys! I'm
Mm.
really sorry about this. I keep getting all the good rolls at this in this game, and then you guys
No,
suffer.
you're not. Don't lie to
Like, if
us.
I actually hit with this 16, it'd be great, because I'd get another d6 of damage and he'd
No, I
go
actually
down on
am.
condition.
I actually am sorry because I'm getting all the good rolls on barely that important shit. I found our shiny rocks. That's the only important thing I did.
So, the Tilek pulls out her blaster and shoots at him as well.
I assume that is a hit.
That is a hit, yes.
Good girl.
And if I remember correctly, it should be. Why do I have it in two different places? Remind me again. I'm not talking to you guys.
No idea.
Your penis is that large?
What?
Oh God! Why? You made us all lose focus. Damn it!
My joke quota has been fulfilled.
Ah, it's a 15. Come on, roll 20. Thank
Is
you very much.
there?
Okay.
No, he's not.
I use my standard action on that.
Okay.
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 And that will be my turn because I can attack
Okay.
Alright.
after it. Mhm.
You could have anyway. Continue.
Yes. So
I
now,
can't. That's an standard action. I can't.
You could
Use
have
running attack is if I use an attack, I can move in and after.
no. I'm saying, couldn't you have used that and moved there and then pulled the gun and attack, or no?
No, because it was two movement actions to, and I use and I use my standard action to give me a bonus movement action to draw my weapon.
Actually,
so
no.
now,
It was one movement to go here and one to pull your gun.
That's what you said.
Yeah, and for that I had to use the standard action to give me a bonus movement.
You don't
That's
get.
why I asked Mirs what
to
action
pull
was to
to,
draw my weapon the
to,
last turn.
to, to draw a weapon, you must use your movement.
Hmm.
Yes,
Exactly, and I wanted to move,
Unless
and that so
I'm
I
saying
moved there. So
he just move here, use this as a standard action, and next turn pull his weapon and shoot.
yes, you can do that.
You can, yeah.
still, I will increase.
It's the
Prefer
same
to.
thing.
No,
It's the same thing.
it's not the same thing because now he cannot shoot. Basically, he could shoot this.
No, past turn I couldn't do this. I was going to do this anyway because this increases my accuracy and my damage.
He couldn't
It's,
make a movement last round.
mhm,
Eh, Okay, let's put it this
mhm,
way. He had to spend two standard actions in order to
mhm.
be ready to fight.
Yeah,
No, no. You
yeah,
say you need to spend a movement to pull a weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
and I
What?
was here on the open, so I
Yes,
had
yes.
to
One
move
second.
and pull my weapon.
1 second.
Oh, good.
So, what I'm trying to say is, you could move here, use the standard action, use the second round, pull the gun, and use the standard attack on the second round. Basically, you're not using the movement action this round, and that is basically what I'm trying to say.
But this ability that I'm playing requires me for to have the gun out.
That's saying
So for to be able to do this, I need to have already have my weapon out. So if I did that on this turn, it would have been the same thing.
yeah, I'm like, it requires the gun out or you
It
controlling?
requires it. I look at it. It requires the gun out.
If that is the case, okay, sure. But otherwise, yeah. Let me see. Um,
So
Give me a
anyway,
second now.
I was just speaking about the stuff.
so
Uh,
anyway,
Mhm.
the
You
guy that looks
willed. That's why. Okay.
the guy that looks like a pirate says in basic,
Mhm.
uh, Give me the damn Twi'lek and I'll let you live.
Just give the damn to Alec.
D-
Let me see. There
I think the answer there is nobody.
that way, you're the one that comes next to that. You're the one to answer that. But my question, my answer will be which one? There's two.
You're going to reply to him?
I'm being a sus basically because I want him out of his game.
Okay.
I'm either way. Even if he had if he hadn't shoot me, I would have tried to be pacifist. But right now, I'm sassing him just because I'm angry. I don't want, even if I distrusted this girl and it ends up being that I should have given her to her, giving her to him. I don't care. I want him dead. I'm in
So
pain.
another shot goes to uh, the Ewok.
Mhm.
That one is successful. So it's a
Yes.
20.
Ow. So I
And
guess I get a -1 to everything.
and when he shoots you, he says, "Last chance." It's your turn, Ketch.
Oh, I just realized something. You know my shot from earlier? I'd
Mhm.
accidentally set my condition to -2 on my character sheet when we were talking about Neo getting hit.
Why?
So that is
I was
that
just thinking about it. So that was actually a 16 to hit, and then with the force
the
point, it was
hell?
18.
Okay, let me see if that hits. Because
Basically, the total would have been an 18.
yeah,
Like, I just realized, like, wait, why is my condition on -2? Oh gosh, that would have affected my roll earlier. I hovered
that
over the roll, and it does in fact have -2 on condition.
that was a 16, correct?
Yes, the initial roll was a 16. With the force point, it's 18.
Yeah.
yes, and the perception is 21, so get a force point, and
You actually hit. Yes.
on 18 you
Okay.
okay. Just
So he's 20.
give him 20 damage
Yeah.
because it doesn't affect the
So he should be
damage
on
roll.
35 damage.
He
Yeah.
also takes
Yeah.
a -1 to condition from that,
Minus
Mhm.
2, actually. I'm sure you pass his damage threshold.
Okay.
though he
Catch.
still hit me.
Hmm.
I
All
mean,
right,
that roll, yes.
so now it's my turn. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not
The-
surrendering anything to you. Fuck off.
By the way, that 20 damage wouldn't have passed my threshold. It would have matched it if it was hit on me. But just saying.
like on 20, it is a match, basically, yes.
So aim with the swift action. Still point blank. So I get a +2. So now that my condition's at the correct spot, this should be a accurate roll.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh wow.
no.
So
No, no.
he's still denied his dex modifier,
Mhm.
and he's at -2 condition.
Mhm.
So that means if you roll a force point, you pass.
Mhm.
I have
Do
no
you,
force.
you
I
have it?
spent both my force
Yeah.
points. I don't
He
know why
already
that's
was.
back at 1.
I took the perception back because the perception had the -2 on it, and
Oh,
you rolled force point. So at
Mhm.
that point, let's not count it. So
Yeah.
my suggestion is not count it because basically the math fixes itself.
Do you want to use a force point on that roll?
on this roll?
Yeah.
Yes. I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, it's +10.
All right, he takes another 6 damage because that I also forgot to do on that one roll back in the day because of the extra d6 from sneak attack. But
Don't
whatever, I'll
forget about this.
So he takes another 16 damage and another -1 on condition.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's getting -5 on all his rolls,
Yep.
He's lucky Elena's not here
and
making
his
him feel
defenses.
sick.
I'm making him feel sick just by looking at him.
I don't
That's
have
the
I don't have to look.
secretly that's what
He doesn't have to see me to feel sick. I can just tickle him. I can just tickle him with magic.
Oh,
no
Neo, you gave her the heavy blaster, correct?
Yes.
So it's 3d8 then.
Woohoo! She's proven us. She's proven her weight. You're more
I
than
mean
just. You're more. You are now more than just the emergency food supply. Congratulations.
you can hear her behind your back saying something in her language. Probably it's not something
I
very
understand.
pleasant.
So
Okay. You
So
can hear
I understand how what she say. What does she say?
you can hear her say, "If you want me, come and get me, you bastard."
I
Once
assume he's a
again,
slaver.
Hmm.
So, so yeah.
I assume he's dead.
Neo.
Both of us will be correct very
Running
soon.
attack. I'll move here, attack, and move back to the rock I was hitting. I will
Boom!
shout where I will shout while I do
Mm.
this. How do you like this, you freaking bastard?
our dice got turned on and all of a sudden he's suffering.
And he's out.
And that was, by the way, I think
Bye.
I'm pretty sure that was lethal,
Mm-hmm.
so don't even ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean,
So
he probably would have been taken to -10 on everything, and at that point, it's just like, all right, who wants to go kick him in the nuts
Yeah.
till he's down?
I do.
Why don't you do it now? He's not going to be able to resist.
now
After
that
this,
there's
no, give me a second. After this, being here like this and that, before even I look at kitchen and say, "Go and look to see what he has. If he has anything that says what he is." I look at her and I say, "What the heck is going on?" Angry, because I'm still in pain and I know they are after her. So I'm not taking anything lightly. I'm just angry right now. Neo is just angry.
she's leaning with her back on the rock, and she looks at you and goes, "I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out soon enough.
Ketch sits on the
Sure.
rock.
And in case you didn't notice, I got shot as well, and I'm not in a pretty good shape to begin with.
Yeah, still, he was here after you for some reason. I'm
Here,
sorry, he wasn't after or
I go
my
and loot
magic
the
friend.
body.
Yeah, you go look the body. I'm not arguing with
Look,
her.
there might be useful information that he has on him.
I agree. I want you to have the useful information. I will agree. I agree with her. Give me a second. I had something in mind and then it cut out. Look, they are not after my magic friend. They are not after the magic rocks. They are after you. So, do you have any idea of anything that happened in the past that could be a reason why they are after you? Anything?
Well, there's a couple of them, I guess.
Everyone has a couple of them. Just tell me the most dangerous one that comes to your mind. Having in mind my Orlak.
Look, let's calm down, see who sent this guy here, and we can talk then.
I said to her, I have my eyes on you. Because I'm angry. Neo's just angry. He's in pain and angry.
She just looks at you and goes, "Okay, I
Mhm,
understand. Uh, this seems like a nasty hit." And she just approaches and looks at,
mhm,
come on,
The wound.
the wound. Yes.
mhm.
So,
Neo
Ketch.
is not very trustworthy, but doesn't push
Okay,
her away. He
good,
just
good,
Yes.
good.
covers it.
You are looking around and you can see that this guy was posing as a pirate.
But he was
Um,
secretly a smuggler.
no, he was
Probably, probably an empire having a minor luck.
he was someone else,
He,
and as you're searching,
he was Darth Maul legs.
yes,
Just the legs.
yes, and the upper half was only a ruse.
It's Darth
So,
Maul legs.
Also, a 15-minute warning.
Yeah.
oh yeah. So, you take a look at his things, and you can find nothing of particular interest other than a small leathery patch that it has some symbol on it.
All right, I guess I'll take the patch.
You can
It'll be a
roll.
war trophy to put on the
You
console.
Ketch has
you can
Ketch has got his first badge from the scouts.
you can roll a perception, a galactic lore, to see if you know anything about that.
All right. For before I make that roll, I'm gonna spend 2 swift actions to boost my condition back to normal.
Okay.
Out of combat, it is assumed that you're normal.
Yeah,
But my roll is not good.
unless you've
He's an
taken.
Ewok that's an expert sniper. I don't think that's normal.
No, you don't actually know what this is. So, in the
So I
meantime,
know what it is. It's a trophy that I'm taking.
It, it is it's a trophy from his teddy bear Cub Scout days.
Despite the fact that I have little storyline importance, I'm somehow accruing the most storyline things.
Yeah,
What?
exactly. I've got the most backstory. I've got the most backstory, and the only thing I do is drive the plot along. I don't have anything major to do.
What has happened?
Nothing of importance.
sorry, Xernox. I'm considering if Cord, remind me if Xernox is the one that gives you +1 to deflect.
John Rao is block, and I think Solari is deflect.
Okay,
Okay,
let me explain. So yeah, John Rocks is block and Solari is deflect. Um,
right.
The
If I
third one,
remember correctly,
the third one
the
I'm
third
look,
one,
the third one was looking
the
room
third
for
one,
as was looking at as a homebrew. I was only considering, so it was basically a case of is that allowed or not. Otherwise, I just take the two I already said.
yep, and
I, I,
Cloud.
I rolled a 26 because I added the force point the
Yeah.
moment it changed, if you noticed. Um, so, and I rolled a 6 for some reason. So, my first choice is Sigil, and my second is, the regular attack +1.
Okay,
I guess that's my fight or something else.
you
Because there
can
are like,
find
Hmm?
you. We assume that you find the normal one
Yeah,
right
I,
away if you want. The sigil, if you look at its stats and all that, you'll see that it actually originates from Ossus and the area around it. So yes, you are successful in finding one.
Mhm.
what do you mean it from the area around it?
In other planets in the same sector.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
what you mean. Okay, okay. So okay, question: Are we getting two crystals each or no?
You can take two, yes.
Okay.
I'll just say that I don't get the third one because I was only considering one. So yeah, I'll just take the two.
Yeah, the third one is not even present there, so
Yeah, I
it's
wasn't. I wasn't. I was only looking. I was only looking at it. Really, I wasn't gonna say yeah. I want that one.
Uh, so basically, yeah, because we are like both me and Cord are actually thinking of doing the
Dual
how to say
phase. Dual phase lightsaber. Yeah.
wanted dual face,
Yeah.
like so we can be changing. I will be changing between attack and damage, and he will be changing between block and
And
reflect,
yeah.
basically.
after a long and meticulous procedure, you are successful in extracting three big um, Kyber crystals that will suffice as payment.
Hmm.
3. Oh, we
Yeah.
already have
Yeah.
the blood one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Got that. Okay.
And you believe you're good to go. You
But we
both
are not.
look back. You both look back at this cavern, and you feel somewhat sad for taking these particular ones out of it because the place now seems more empty than before, and for some reason you are saddened a little bit.
Elena understands because of what her master told her, and just goes, "It's a shame to have to do this to such a sacred place, but really, we don't really seem to have any choice in the matter. We should get
And
we
as you
should get back
head
to the
back,
others."
yeah, and as you head back, you can see them.
You can hear Neo cursing left and right.
I
And
quickly hand I quickly hand the crystals to
By
Jawayne.
the way, question before you go on with what is it that Kitch found because he did a galactic
okay,
lore roll.
he
I
found
just
the
found a patch. It's now a trophy that I'm going to display in the ship when
Nice,
we get back to it.
yes.
nice. But what was it important?
He
What
I
it?
didn't.
don't
Has
know.
it has a symbol on it that he doesn't know what it
Mhm.
means.
Okay.
So yeah, I
I
don't
would
know if it's
like I would
important, but I'm
I
keeping
would
it.
like to roll a galactic lore to see if I get it. I don't get anything either. Got it.
does our Twi'lek friend recognize it? Quote unquote
She
friend.
might, she might, but it would be good for you to recognize it yourselves.
I
Yeah.
mean, I could roll a galactic lore, but I don't think I will be.
Yeah, that's what Neo is going to say the moment that you come to see the wound that he has. It says, "If one of you wants to look at my wound, I appreciate it, but we need to figure out what the heck that thing that Kitch found is."
He said,
What what
I
would
shout in
she
pain
said, she said,
while screaming more curses.
I
Um,
she
will
says,
just put
I
you
think
on a force plans and you're fine. Don't
she
worry
I'll
said,
about
um I'll
she
take a
says
look.
back at you. She says back at you. If you stop moving around, I might be able to help you. You know.
Oh my god, yes!
Yes.
Elena's on fire tonight.
By the way, if Jawain gets close to use one pack on Neo will stop moving and let Jawain work on his wound.
it. Okay,
Mhm.
seriously, do you want me to use a med pack on each of you?
I go over to
I'm
Ketch
the
and say,
one with the hole
I go over,
Uh,
on the shoulder.
while those two are
okay,
arguing, I go to Ketch. Go. Let me have a look at that.
actually, let me do it. Actually, no,
The
give me a second. Who has the higher treat injury on the party?
The
Uh,
robot.
the robot.
Yeah.
Robot. You have 4, I have 6. Let me do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Basically,
Like, yeah, I
Yes.
was gonna say I was gonna go help Ketch anyway.
if you want to say that you're helping, yes, but I don't think anybody has. Yeah, I'm the
No.
higher. So
No one.
I'm. The first roll is on
Mhm.
Neo, and I need to roll a 9 at least. I rolled a 9 exactly. How much does that heal? I think it heals
That's the
11.
heal the condition.
Which
At
condition?
least a
Oh,
bit.
what
Yeah,
condition?
He's got.
I'm not.
the threshold condition because I'm -2.
You
Yeah,
recover that immediately.
once
Okay.
you're out of
Unless
combat.
unless it's a persistent condition, you heal.
Yeah,
Okay.
You go
unless,
back to normal.
unless specified otherwise, basically.
Mhm. Okay.
Um, so let me see treat injury how it works to heal you at least. Um,
So, Elena approaches Kate,
I,
looks at it, and goes,
against a number of hit point equals to each
Elena just
character.
walks up to Ketch and go,
So
What you found
you
there,
can
buddy?
say hit points.
Second, let the cloud finish.
Go on.
You get 6 hit points, Neo.
Sorry, what? I didn't understand because you were cut out.
Six
6.
You
HP.
get 6 hit
16.
points,
Just 6.
and Jets, do you want the med pack or no?
Yeah, I think I can wait on it for now.
Okay,
So I recover 16.
6. It's
6.
in
Okay, okay, okay.
I don't exactly, so it only calculates the character level, which is 6,
It's
basically.
okay, it's okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure because it was being cut out constantly what you were saying. All right, now you can go back to seeing that Neo comes down after the hole in his shoulder is being fixed. Well, by Jawain.
So, Elena, you know that this symbol is from. It comes from somewhere in the world. You are not exactly sure what it means. It's not a very well-known symbol, but something tells you that it's not something to scoff at.
This, I don't know exactly, but this is bad.
She looks at you and says, "May I see it?"
How bad?
I take the patch over
It's having
to our guide.
She takes it with one hand, the other hand holding her shoulder that's bleeding a little bit from the blast, and she goes, "Damn it,
Do you recognize it?
perfect, just perfect." She says, "I do."
So he says Neo just a bit calm down, but still aggressive.
Okay, it belongs to a guild of assassins. They're called Sable Dawn, and apparently they are hunting me for some reason.
Some reason.
She gives a
Do
sharp look. She gives a sharp look at you, and then she goes, "I guess after what happened, you have the right to know a few things about this situation." I used to be a part of this group shortly after I escaped from the Empire.
hmm
And I left there as well.
Rish, you're cutting out a lot.
Yes, you suddenly begin speaking like you got out court. Could you repeat?
Me or Mriss?
You.
Uh, I'm here. I'm here. You were cutting out on my end, so can you start over?
Oh, okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
No,
We're
no. In my
cutting.
case, it was you, Court.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
might. I think I might have lost connection or something. I don't know.
Okay. So, apparently, this guy was from an organization called the Sable Dawn. It's a guild of assassins. They're pretty secretive, and she used to be a member for a small period of time after she escaped from the Empire.
Mhm. I caught all that, but I didn't catch what you said afterwards.
Okay.
Neo unintentionally because he still has the feeling of all the adrenaline and the damage on his shoulder. Mulder mumbles something that he meant to keep in his head, which is, damn it, things just keep getting worse.
Alright, I'm gonna need to head out at this point.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so we cut
Go.
here, or if
So
we
we cut
continue
here
the
or
story.
we continue.
I'd say we continue a little bit to close.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, catch isn't super important to plot stuff, so.
You
So
did your work.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just
when,
imagine him playing with his new trophy, figuring out
when,
where he's gonna put it on the console.
yeah.
Yeah.
when,
Anyway,
Yeah.
see you guys
Yeah.
later.
As soon as this
Later.
revelation, yeah, later. As soon
when
as basically as soon as the revelation is made, Elena just tosses it back to Ketch anyway.
so
So
because
she's.
I missed the revelation of what it was.
Oh, not
She,
again for a third time.
to cut the story short, we were attacked by a member of a guild of assassins, and the story like used to be part of them
Okay, that.
for a while she after she escaped the empire.
It seems
Uh,
that these guys don't take too kindly to people leaving.
No, no, they don't.
can we kill
And
her?
After taking a very deep breath and calming down, says, "Of course they know they are assassins. They probably want to keep all of their trade work secret."
yes, and I'm afraid that they are a little more paranoid than the normal assassins, let's say.
Okay.
They also have a notorious reputation in the underworld for always managing to find their target somehow. That's
Huh.
testament to it, I guess.
Neo's eyes suddenly sharp and not angry, but like he has an idea and ask her, "How about your skills? Are they as up to the task as that Guild of Assassins?"
Well, I can say this much. I'm good at shooting things. I'm good at hiding as well. But I've heard a few rumors from other more experienced members that the higher ups are. I don't know how to put it exactly. They are not ordinary people, let's say. Know how to. I don't really know what they do exactly, how they manage to find the targets and be so successful, but Sable Dawn will take any job if they get paid. They don't
Neo's,
care who
eye,
they kill.
Neo's eyes just suddenly lose the sharpness and thinks to himself, "Pity or bad luck." He doesn't say it out loud. He just thinks that.
Look, I'm really sorry about this.
No, 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 no. He says, "I get it. We all have our passes. I was super rich because of the wound and I'm coming back down a bit, but it's just that if you had those finding skills, we could have probably worked a deal, tried to work at a deal or something."
Um,
I said,
you see her
yeah,
looking
go on.
an with an interest and says,
Uh-huh.
Since you've done well, I can't say that, but since you've been so helpful and saving my life, I guess, go ahead and say if you need anything, and who knows, maybe I'll be able to help you.
So, if you had to say in terms of normal and not the level of that you heard this organization has, how are sharp are your skills of finding things or people?
Pretty good, I'd say.
I look at
I
the
know.
party. I look at the party, and I said, "Could you give us a moment? I would like to talk with my group about something that could
Uh,
interest you."
of course, of course. And she just walks a little bit.
Mhm. I look at Elena and said, "Remember the guy that we heard about regarding the Mandalorian that I showed you the information regarding the that we sent the Mandalorians and the New Republic after.
I remember, yes.
How about we try to see if we can how we can help her, and in exchange, we ask her to see if she can join the hunt too.
I think that wouldn't be such a bad idea, actually.
Good. Then I take it we agree that we agree on helping her in exchange for that.
I nod.
I turned to the
Okay.
toilet and I turned to the toilet and I said, "We have a deal that will probably be helpful for you and us.
Okay, I'm listening.
We agree to help you with this assassin guild in whatever methods we can. In exchange, when we solve this part, we would like you to track someone.
Hmm.
There are
Very
already a few
well.
people that we know searching for him, but if your skills are above the normal, you may probably have a better chance than them.
Okay, okay. I guess that's fair. Um, but before I give you an answer, I want to make clear that you understand what that means. If
Yes,
some
we are.
regular members of the guild fail at uh, killing me, perhaps someone more skilled will show up eventually.
Yes, that's why I think that probably the best answer thing we can do is try to not find the guild, but try to get someone of the guild to come to us so we can try to find a solution.
Okay, to be completely honest with you, this is why I wanted to travel with others to begin with. It a bit selfish, I guess, but at the same time, I, I
It's
feel a lot
understandable.
more at ease knowing that there are other people having my back around.
I can completely understand that sentiment.
It's understandable. I say it's a very good way to cover and to be sure that you are at least the danger is a bit slower.
Okay, very well. Since you understand what this will mean, perhaps, I agree. So, what exactly are you looking for?
I begin to share her the information regarding what we found about the ex Imperial that had this job and all that, and the person that we are after, his collaborator.
She hears the entire story, and it seems that she has completely forgotten about the wound on her shoulder
Hmm.
during that time.
Yeah,
I see. That's a pretty interesting thing. I believe we can work something out. As it so happens, I have some intel about imperial dealings from my time at, let's say, serving.
yeah. I remember your unfortunate circumstances.
Okay, okay, very well. Give me some time to think of how we should go about it.
Sure.
Agreed.
In the
Uh,
meantime, we have to communicate with the Mandalorians we are associated with to for another job we are already doing.
oh,
I look
ah,
at
yes,
I look at Neo and go, "Let me handle that one. You should get your wounds tended to."
Yeah, the idea was for me and probably her too to finish the attending these wounds by Detroit. By the way, thanks for the help, little guy. I said looking at Joanne.
Mm, mm, yes, sir, no problem.
She also, um, how to say it? Not kneels down, but you know, leans down and says,
Do you
she
have
does
more?
a gesture of thank you.
I didn't help her, but so.
Oh, you didn't? Okay then.
I used only one med pack on
Yeah,
Neo.
Technically, the only person who
yeah,
actually helped her physically at this point is Elena.
Yes,
yeah,
ex-
yeah.
except if they tell me use a med pack on her, I will have no reason to do so.
I don't think she's in
Uh,
danger right now, so I think, like
Yeah,
but
Elena said,
same. So
care if she's in danger.
yeah, Elena. Basically, all Elena says,
yeah,
"Oh,
we care.
the droid can look at it.
Yeah,
The droid can look at it.
She took
yeah,
19 damage. It's not much. I
yeah.
mean,
Tis but a flesh wound."
just but a flesh wound.
Exactly. It's not like a hole in the shoulder like for Neo was.
So I'll say Elena will escort the two to the droid and then go back to the holocom unit and contact the Mandalorians.
Yeah,
Okay, so you contact the Mandalorians. They are very happy that you were successful in finding the Kyber crystals that are required. And they say that priority number one is for them to be delivered as fast as possible so that this whole
yeah.
situation can be sorted out.
Unfortunately, our ship took some damage on the transit here, but as soon as we get that fixed, we'll be there immediately.
Okay, don't forget that there is a small group of as well there with their own transport that they could help you
Of course, I know,
make
Exactly.
the repairs a little bit faster.
I know. Elena was going
That's
to talk.
probably the
Elena was
idea.
going. Elena's going to negotiate with talk that to them about that anyway.
Okay, and with that, the Malcontent turtle is almost back at ship shape and
Mhm.
ready to go.
Elena at
And
this point goes back to the captain again, and thanks the captain again for his assistance.
mhm, Captain Nosk
Mhm.
is pleased to see that you got what you wanted, and says, "I'll make sure that if the officials in the Republic know about your help and everything you've done,
And I'm
please
sure
be careful."
and before he says that, I say, and I'll make sure the Mandalorians know about your assistance. The more allies you can get nowadays, the better, right?
You are correct. You are correct, and I'm grateful for that. A few good words with Mandalorians actually could be quite profitable in the future. Never mind me. Also, are you sure, Desa, that you want to go with them? I mean, well, I think that we've sorted a deal, so I guess I'll be fine. Very well, very well.
Don't worry,
It
I'll
was
make sure.
nice
Don't worry, sir. I will make sure they look after her.
that you do. Very well. It was nice working with you.
And you,
Me too.
you too, Captain. Safe travels.
Until we meet again, perhaps.
Hopefully that day will pass. May the force be with you, my friend.
He looks a little bit perplexed and says, "May the force be with you too." Actually, this is not the first time I've heard that. If I remember correctly, there was a some Sulastan guy, and while he's saying that, he's moving back to his ship, talking to himself.
Elena chuckles slightly and goes back to the crew.
And since everyone is back in the Malkoten Turtle, Let's see.
Do we level up? No.
And you're together with the rest of
I get the
the
feeling that
Mandalorians.
I get the feeling I'll be knighted at this point, and we won't catch. We won't peek
Yeah.
over there for that.
Hmm?
I agree because we all wanted to be there for the deal with the Mandalorians and that guy. So
Yeah.
Oh, but of course.
Plus, if
Mhm.
Elena gets special reward, not in that way, guys, but special reward from her master, I think we will want to be there for that as well.
A special reward after the night that
Yahweh
changed
may also want to be part
everything
of that
forever.
special thing.
Why does Neo want to?
As-
Why does Neo want to give Elena a
No,
special award?
no, Yahweh. I said Yahweh may want to be part of that special reward.
Oh God, no! Oh no!
I have all my special rewards on my lightsaber. Thank you.
Special reward.
Wear a rubber, kids.
Uh,
And
And with that, I think it's a good
it's good.
Point to end it.
Yeah,
point to end. Yes.
it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess we recover all the force points because more than enough chances that the day will pass.
I mean,
Yes.
I've not used a single one since we've gone to this system yet because
I mean, I only used one to get a good crystal.
I'm not
Uh,
joking. Ever since we switched to this system, I've not had to use one yet, so it's kind of jarring.
I have already wasted 2, but then I sleep, so I'm back to 2.
To be honest,
yeah,
I don't think I've used that many force points in this entire campaign. To be honest.
And now
mm,
I'm using more in my case, so
I'm mostly using them for attack or some really
Yeah.
important role.
Yeah.
To be honest. So I'm spending them I have been spending them usually on fights if you noticed.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all. But unless anyone else has anything to say, that's all for the stream. So, anything to say to the chat, guys?
yeah.
Uh,
Um, I think Corey put it better when he say, "Always wear rubber, kids."
Yes.
Uh,
Perfect.
exactly.
Oh, since we're recording close to the special day in the Star Wars community, may the 4th be with you, everyone.
Oh right, I almost
Yes.
forgot. Yeah. May the fourth be with you guys.
That's
And may the fourth be with us all because who knows?
the fourth is not going to save us.
The fifth,
No,
though, might.
no.
No.
Sadly, here we don't have the lack of having George Lucas in charge. We have Mayors, the Lord of making everything always get worse. So it's going to get worse.
It's Risen Johnson. It's even worse.
Oh God, no! Don't be that bad. Don't be that bad. That's me.
Anyway, that's it from us, everyone. So, good night and have a good day.